think anyway. All right. Welcome to the stream. What's up, Jeremy? So today we're going to wrap up AWF. This is it. And oddly enough, I saw an article, I think it was a couple days ago. Fidel Sierra, the communist guy, the Cuban assassin that wrestles in AWF, he gave a statement about a former WWE enhancement talent that passed away. I thought that was kind of interesting that his name would come up like, I guess though it's the Cuban assassin, so it's not a surprise his name would come up, but you know what I mean. Just kind of interesting seeing like Fidel Sierra come up in an article. What's up, JF? What's up, F Wood? What's up? It's me. So today we're gonna finish up AWF. These are the last 3 episodes. Tomorrow we're gonna restart Prime Time with George Dorunda. Friday we're starting November in Memphis. Saturday is the season finale of Boit Watch, and then we have 2 things kind of. At this point I'm completely checked out of it. It's just out of all of that stuff. We have 2 big things to decide though. Actually, one big thing is AWF is done, right? So we're going to move we have to leave AWF in the past. But I think we're going to move forward starting next Tuesday. I think it's Tuesday. With, I think we should do Herb Abrams UWF is what I think. But then, listen to this. Our buddy Luke West, he selectively put up a few, has put up quite a few of his videos. It's up to you guys. Yesterday's stream. Oh. Shit. Do you guys want to do you want to do a stream documenting what he put up? It looks like it's definitely incomplete, but I mean it's something. It looks like there's enough videos there to maybe do a stream. I don't know. I'm kind of back and forth on it. We can't do anything this week anyway, so maybe by the time we get around, maybe like by the time next week gets closer, he'll have like added more videos and we can make a more solid thing with it. What's up, Parbs? This is I'm super sad for the end of the Tommy Rich Greg Valentine team in the AWF. I did see though that Ruby and Grace got what they were looking for out of their fight at the restaurant by getting Asmund Gold coverage. Anyway, so that's all I've got going on right now. We're gonna bring back. We got potentially we'll have a Luke stream next week maybe. We should start Herb Abrams UWF next week, and then I don't know. But that's what's happening this week and maybe happening next week. So anyway, I like to plan things out 6 months to a year in advance, like Eric McHenry. But yeah. I've seen some of the DSP stuff, yeah. Did he call him like a generational cockroach or something like that? Well, hopefully it works out the way they want, and they'll get a bunch of positivity and views and clicks from Asmund's people. And Ruby's teeth are scary. Why are her teeth scary? You think Ruby's scary? Kinetic Kel told I think Daninsky was in there when Kel was talking about it. Kel said that the people in her circle are saying how weak both of them were in the fight. That they were like, that's what I'm thinking. Van Gogh is watching the Fury Hour. I think it'll be fun. But Kinetic Kel was not impressed with the fighting skills of either person, or maybe she was saying that the people she talks to weren't into it. She had a very gentle painting stream that was I really liked it. And then she told me not to clip it because the painting wasn't done. And then she deleted the whole stream. Like there was literally no reason to delete it. It was like a gentle, wholesome stream, and she deleted it. Did I not see this? No, I didn't look into it at all. Once I saw the actual fight and it was a big nothing burger, I just kind of moved on. And especially when I saw like that they were each still making content about each other despite all the legal whatever. And I saw that oh no, she's not. I don't think that was it. What was I going to say now? But yeah, like talking about the restraining orders and lawsuits still while you're making content and baiting each other, and it was just a bit much. I did see Ava's coming out of retirement to cover it. But I think they ultimately got what they wanted out of the Ruby Grace thing because it did get a lot of coverage from the Orbiters. But will that translate into like growth? I don't know. But anyway, Arsenio Hall show, I'd be down for that. Anyway, let's get started with AWF. These are the last 3 episodes, guys. We have to really be, let's try to be like Eric McHenry and be present in the moment for the AWF as we say goodbye to it.
Now, this feud has been due in large part to the constant interference of Sheik Adnan El-Kaisi.
Oh, shit.
But what a way Missy Commissioner Jim Brunzell came up with to ensure that the Sheik would not interfere.
That's right. The Sheik is handcuffed to one of my heroes, Sergeant Slaughter. That
Sorry.
way the Sheik can't interfere.
And just as we left the air last week in the middle of the 3rd round, suddenly the devious Mr. Fuji appeared at ringside. Let's take you back to that 3rd round where we pick up all the action.
Ladies and gentlemen, when we left you last week in the midst of round 3, there he appeared, Mr. Fuji, the man whose interference led to the championship committee calling for this rematch between Tito Santana and Cowboy Bob Orton. Sheik Adnan El-Kaisi already handcuffed to Sergeant Slaughter in the corner, but now the cards stacked against
Pulled it and Missy.
Tito Santana. Let's take you back to last week.
Yeah, them cannons are looking nice.
Since the day he was born. Wow, look at that from Bob Orton. Absolutely in for the cover. Count of 1. Oh, a kick out by Santana. It is very clear. It is very obvious. And once again, Mr. Fuji has something
What the hell was
in
her
mind.
purpose?
Oh,
I don't know if you guys noticed this, and it's not a huge deal because it's stuff that had already been posted, I think, on the network and on Peacock. But they've started to post complete Mid-South episodes on WWE Vault.
I'm sorry, I don't trust the man for a minute.
They had a Duggan against Buzz Sawyer card on there.
Devious. He is not. He is a student of professional wrestling. Look at these moves by Bob Orton. Spectacular wrestling. We're looking
Yes,
over
the
shoulder
Goon
of
Factor.
Mr. Fuji, and I've got to believe Sergeant Slaughter now better have eyes like a housefly. They better be looking all over the place. Not only
He better have eyes like a housefly.
having to contend with Sheik, but also
This guy's 80 years old and can barely
Fuji.
move. What's he
Get
gonna do?
another set of handcuffs. Get some chains. Get something.
Why are you keeping Honored Fuji? He's a nice fellow. Now look at this.
I
beautiful,
love
figure
Mid-South.
four
My
headlock
God.
that Bob Orton has
I wish we
upon
could watch it.
Santana. Now that is a really fine wrestling move.
It absolutely is a basic wrestling move, and Mr. Fuji obviously pleased. And there, that signature Bob Orton, drilling that forearm right across the chest with authority. Wait a second, that time Santana almost instinctively raising that.
That was kind of weird.
Wait a second, drilling that forearm right across the chest with authority. Wait a second, that time Santana almost instinctively raising that right fist, and he caught Bob Orton right in the jaw. Fuji is absolutely stunned, and now perhaps the momentum can shift here. Santana.
What's up, ATF?
Vertical base.
That was a very, very quick move.
ATF, you should be happy. We got prime time with George Durunda coming back. We're continuing 2 days of wrestling. We're going to start UWF next week. You should be feasting.
Santana there caught Bob Orton right on the hop as he came in with a beautiful right-handed fist. I have to take my hat off to Santana. This man is striving to get that championship and striving very hard indeed.
Well, he has the heart of a champion. There's no question. Hammering Orton with rights and lefts and drills him head first.
Yeah, that fist was bizarre.
And now it is all Tito Santana here. Look at the concerned look. The expression on the mug of Mr. Fuji.
Well, the pendulum has
The
swung
devious
in the
one,
favor of
Mr.
Santana.
Fuji.
In fact, Bob Orton backing off for the very first time in this match.
We are down to almost 20 seconds here as Santana continues to hammer Orton into that top turnbuckle. The fans picking up the cadence. And now Tito Santana. We're down to the waiting seconds. And Orton
no.
actually fell face first into that lower turnbuckle.
Bob Orton has to do something to pull this one out of the bag here because at the moment Santana's really waging a tremendous battle against Orton.
Oh, good. Should have went for the pin, Tito.
Not right. And once again, Santana cheating, hitting after the belt.
Well, I'm not so sure that it's cheating. It's the intensity that...
Check. Did you guys see that mat on the outside? You got some snow yesterday. Looks like the guy from Goldfinger. The oh yeah, Odd Job. That's what it's just an Odd Job knockoff. I like this mat on the outside. Pro wrestling the way it should be. It's in quotes too.
It's cheating. It's the intensity, that fire burning in Tito Santana, and I'm not so sure how you're going to score that one on
I
points.
know how I'm going to score it. Definitely for Bob Orton. Maybe just a tiny...
I don't understand that ATF media because people say terrible things in the show.
Well, as referee Billy Silverman gets set to fill out his scorecard, and the judges, Edward Nussbaum and, of course, Dr. William Crouch, they may see it a little bit differently. Ladies and gentlemen, this one is
Yeah, he'd be railing lines and then going fishing.
Coming right back.
Now we're getting some proper outfits on these chicks. Now, wait a minute. What's going on here? Oh, they're handcuffed together. I thought they were hanging out. I forgot.
Pulling in on those handcuffs, making it very clear to the Sheik he's not going anywhere.
There goes Sergeant Slaughter poking his nose in a game where it's not wanted.
Well, I disagree with that. I certainly want it there. So do the wrestling fans. And at the conclusion of the previous round, in my estimation, it was all Tito Santana.
You've got that.
It snowed here. I think I can't remember when I went to the maybe Sunday morning. I went to the grocery store. It was snowing, but it wasn't enough to like accumulate or anything.
It was all Cowboy Bob Orton. He really has taken control of this match.
I don't know what in the world you're looking at, but at any rate... Oh, be quiet, for heaven's sakes. That man has a voice like a foghorn. Sergeant Slaughter keeping his eyes...
Speaking of Joy Doe, did you guys see that she posted a short of like a bodega cat? I love the bodega cats.
I wish he'd mind his own business and sit down.
Well, you better knock him that boy, Sarge. Put the Sheik down in the chair where he belongs. Sergeant Slaughter has to keep an eye on everybody in the building, for heaven's sakes.
The referee there explaining to Tito Santana where he's gone
Just to
wrong,
piss you
where
off.
he keeps on taking advantage of cheating.
That's just ridiculous, but I'm not going to argue with you.
How do you change
The championship
that?
of the world in the American Wrestling Federation, all the marbles on the line. Oh, look at that. That was a sucker shot from Cowboy Bob Orton, and the Sheik loves it. Look at
Oh
that
my gosh.
diabolical grin.
Wow, dude, I changed that setting and like I saw a whole bunch of like, oh my gosh, wow. I'm seeing like a whole bunch of messages that I hadn't seen. She quickly got, I didn't even read about that. I didn't even watch that part, JF. Once I saw that the fucking content I'd been waiting for weeks, if not longer, of Jedi Joy in Manhattan was being shanghaied, I was too upset, and I just watched movies in Kinetic Kell for the rest of the weekend.
From the Sheik.
I really didn't know that, man. I had no idea.
Into that boxing stance, and he levels Tito Santana.
And he makes every one of those punches tell to the maximum effort. He really is a spectacular wrestler, Bob Orton. And
Yeah,
Tito
if you guys, I
Santana
mean,
has
if you're
done
dumb
very,
like
very
me and
well
you didn't know
indeed to last this
that it
far
auto
with him in the
filters
ring.
the
Well, I disagree
comments,
with
that
but I
should
agree with the
bring some of
assessment
them back
wrestling
anyway.
skills of Cowboy Bob Orton. He is a great one, there's no question about it. The Sheik nodding his approval from the outside as Orton drills Santana with a boot to the head and a second time.
They're heavy blows to the head. They're taking their toll. Santana now, he cannot get up. I don't know how he's going to be able to...
That's it, Sarge. Put the bad mouth on him.
What the fuck's
You know, you
what's he?
look at the expression
What do you think he's saying to him? Like in kayfabe, what's he saying?
on Sergeant Slaughter. I think he's had about enough of the Sheik.
They really trashed Jedi Joy. I'm not surprised.
Santana, 1, 2...
I mean, however you feel about Joy's profession, you know the Thorpes don't like it. You know they're not going to be nice. They know they're not going to be respectful toward her because of that alone. Like, I don't really know. Honestly, I don't know what Joy was thinking. I don't know what she thought would come of it, or because she was like, oh, since we're both kind of, since HFF and the Thorpes are both kind of ostracized from a lot of the normal spaces on YouTube, that they'll just automatically get along. I don't know.
Oh, that was close.
That was very close.
What's up, Vinny?
Very, very close. And just a minute now, I'm looking off to my right here and approaching the ring.
Oh, shit.
The members of the Rat Pack, the remaining members, Mr. Hughes and Maniac Manny Fernandez. Now, are you going to tell me that they have...
Oh, yeah, don't forget this. The fake Manny Fernandez.
No, but they're just interested.
What's up, Randy?
After all, this is a championship bout that has drawn the eyes of the whole world to it. Why shouldn't they have a very, very good bird's eye view of it right from the front there?
It also depends on how much stock you put in things being said by Joy when she's drunk or on drugs. And if you're not familiar with HFF, like, it probably is shocking. But I've listened to like hundreds of hours of Jedi Joy's like yapping.
Well, they should buy
So maybe I'm just like desensitized. Who else had a good mean mug face? Vanderlei Silva.
And Mr. Hughes exchanging pleasantries there. Maniac Manny Fernandez again.
Vanderlei Silva in the face-offs would look at the other guy like he was a serial killer that was going to like devour the guy's soul. It was so weird. But then you had Fedor Emelianenko, who was super humble and wouldn't even make eye contact. He would just like look down at the ground, or he would like look normal face. But I think Vanderlei had one of the best mean mug faces for sure.
In my estimation, this guy, oh my heavens.
Unhappy family force.
I don't like that one bit.
Yeah, like, were there really people watching HFF who were like, I don't know, I don't want to get into it.
Don't start with the starch business.
It's always fun to see like the reactions to the crossover.
Certainly taking an awful lot of time here.
This is what is called systematic destruction, the Bob Orton way. Look at him, he's testing the firepower now of Tito Santana. And Santana can't...
I wish we could watch Pride.
Whatsoever with those right hands.
Well, Tito Santana has taken some pounding here in this round. And again, this is cat and mouse now on the part of Bob Orton. There's no doubt about that. Picks up Santana now. Santana is fighting for his very life.
Well, they would ask the other fighters too, like, what motivates you, or what are you thinking about, or whatever. And they're always like, oh, I want to be the best. I want to be the champion. I want to be the toughest guy. I want to be the biggest badass. And Fedor was like, I want to feed my family. Like, that was it. He's like, I look across the ring and I see someone that is trying to keep me from being, he wants to keep food out of my children's mouths. And so I want to beat him so that I can have that food for my family. Like, that's really interesting.
He's trying to hang on to the ropes as Orton.
Oh, wow, what a
the ultimate stoic.
By Bob Orton, brought his chest down on that top rope, and that's a steel rope inside that plastic covering.
I watched a bunch of movies from like the 40s and the 50s lately, since streaming's been kind of quiet. Lord Alfred Hayes is the best. I love Arlovsky. He's fun to watch.
It does not look good. It certainly doesn't, because Tito Santana is flat on his back. Oh, Bob Orton just above it. 1, 2, we got to do.
He had a great look. I don't know why they didn't put him into movies. I think he would have been a really cool, like, not a main villain, but like, you know how the villain has like a right-hand man? Like, I think he could have been great in that kind of role, especially when he was like, he looked like some kind of fucking werewolf. He had hair everywhere, and he had the vampire teeth. Whenever he got like manscaped, I think he lost a lot of his aura.
Oh, that was close. As the round comes to a conclusion, Orton says it was a 3 count. Referee Billy Silverman says it was 2. And now, what about that cheap shot?
Which one? I didn't see that. Well, pay tremendous perseverance there on the part of...
He put Arlovsky to sleep, bro. That was a crazy knockout. Oh my God, I can picture it now.
Tito Santana to really stay in this bout, because
Man, that was brutal.
Thought he was finished then.
Wait a minute now, Sergeant Slaughter. Good for you, Sarge. Cock that fist. What in the world? You know, you've got Mr. Hughes out there. You've got Maniac Manny Fernandez. Sheik Adnan LKC.
How about a zoom in during this?
Why don't they just invite half of Iraq and Japan and everybody else in there?
Half of Iraq?
Stacked against Tito Santana.
And look at this.
Yeah, I remember the Universal Soldier movie.
Hang on to him. Hang on on to him, Sarge.
There's no need to. He's not doing anything. He's just out.
He looks like a movie guy to me.
And maybe a little advice too.
Well, as we look at Mr. Hughes, I know Sergeant Slaughter would just as soon wrap the chain around the throat of the Sheik. You know, they have a history. No love lost there. Oh, Sheik, don't push your luck. Don't push your luck. We are into round 5, scheduled for 12 rounds. The
What?
Wrestling Federation Heavyweight Champion.
12 rounds? What? 12?
The world at stake.
And I think once again that was another bubble round. Really, I can't see Tito
My
Santana
God,
surviving this. I mean, he's got 4 minutes to go through in this particular round. And I don't think he's going to
12
do it.
rounds.
Well, as he absolutely hung him on that lower rope strand, that boomerang maneuver, and Tito, I agree with you, your lordship. He's in a world of trouble right now.
And look at that, Tito Santana clutching at another straw, putting his foot up on the rope.
Barely enough, yeah.
Wait a minute. He got
Jeez.
to come down across it. Oh, there's that body block from the top. Wait a second. Santana's leg, of course.
The Orton bomb.
Count of 1 and 2. Oh, that was close. Once again, Tito Santana
Cicero's
with 9
in
lives
here.
in this one. But there is the dedication, the heart, and the tenacity of a champion in Tito Santana.
What was the name of the movie series that WWE made? Was that 3 rounds or something like that? 10 rounds?
What do you mean possibly with a chance? Of course he's got
Remember,
a
it
chance.
started off with John Cena, and then eventually I think Randy Orton made one, or The Miz, or something. I think there are 3 of them. Dean Ambrose is in one of them, maybe. Plumber Moxley.
In my estimation, Tito Santana is still the champion of the world.
Well, he's very, very defensive.
I don't want to see a 60-minute Broadway between anybody at this point in my life.
Offense for the last 2 or 3 rounds. It's been all Bob Orton on the attack.
No.
All on defense for Tito Santana. Look at him poking his nose again.
No, the Sheik again pointing a finger at Sergeant Slaughter. There's a crossface and attempt there. Oh, and there's that forearm right across.
Oh, it actually was called 12 rounds? Nice. No, I remember the Marine. 12 rounds, I think they made 3 of them. Was it Orton? Was it Cena, Orton, Moxley? I think.
The bridge of the nose. You said it best, your lordship. Everything that Bob Orton does is high impact.
If you send Tito Santana $15 on Cameo, he'll record a message for you.
And with authority, and he has been drilling
EFD,
Tito Santana.
pay back the money. $306. WWE Hall of Famer Tito Santana. Arriba.
We've got a slugfest going on here. Orton drills him with the boot. Oh, wait a second. He's setting up an attempted pile driver here, but over the top with the back body drop. Oh, Santana's got the power of Tito Santana.
I believe it, Daninsky.
He went for the flying burrito and he hit the referee.
Shout out John Cena. He insisted on it.
And this is giving Bob Orton a chance to recover. Maybe a resurgence of energy here.
Of all the luck, Tito Santana ready with that flying burrito. The referee is knocked over.
Wasn't Miz, it could have been.
On the can.
What did Moxley make? He made a movie with him for sure, a WWE one. I can't remember. I've started my dive into the reviewing all of them. I'm getting slowly started.
There's a reversal. Santana now.
I'm doing Kane first.
On with that swinging neck breaker. Tito's in for the cover. Come on, referee. Come on.
Ted DiBiase was definitely, I think, in one of the Marine movies for sure. He did at least one. All right, I think we're back. I'm so sorry. I literally rebooted my computer this morning and everything was fine. And then for some reason it had to apply an update here, so. I think we're back though, hopefully. All right, are we ready? I think. Is this the right spot?
Referee. He hit the referee, Billy Silver.
So that one, and this is giving Bob Orton a chance to recover.
Oh
Maybe
my
a
God.
resurgence of energy here.
Of all the luck, Tito Santana ready with that flying burrito. The referee is knocked almost unconscious there on the canvas. A reversal. Santana now. Wow, he dropped him down with that swinging neck breaker. Tito's in for the
I figured the best way to get the update to hurry up was if I tried to do something useful during that time. So I was like, fuck it, I'll do a drink taste. I got time to do a drink taste test. Right when I started to do it, the update finally clicked over from 100%.
How can he raise him? The man is absolutely out.
Well, that is what Tito Santana's been doing all the time, raising his shoulders. Once again, come on, Bob. He's behind you. Oh, wait a second. From behind.
Does this feel like the right part of the match? I'm just making sure.
Hammering Santana in the corner, but Tito turns around. Sergeant Slaughter engaged in an argument there. With Sheik out on LKC, there's a rake to the eyes. Count of 1 and 2. His feet are on the ropes. Count of 3. What? I don't believe
What?
it. Come on, referee.
No way. Bob Orton is the champ? Oh, shit. Yes. Finally. Well, Daninsky, the reason I asked is because we're only 13 minutes in and I felt like we were like almost at the end of the episode. Oh, Cowboy Bob, man. Hell yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. I'm still shaking my head. I can't believe it. The concluding moments here. Tito Santana inadvertently.
All right, good. Finally, we've got a true American hero as the champ. He just couldn't put him over clean, though, could he?
Anytime he would, had the referee been on target, the referee wasn't. And here it is, a clear 1, 2, 3.
Man, he put his feet on the top rope.
Bob Orton's feet were on the ropes. The referee didn't see it. Sergeant Slaughter on the outside, distracted.
What a true champion.
Not LKC. Again, how many times does Tito Santana have to be robbed of the championship of the world?
There's no going back. The referee's decision was final. Once he makes that count.
Bob Orton got the gold, man. That's awesome.
And that happens to be for your displeasure, but it's Bob Orton.
Well, it is to my displeasure. In the ring right now, the Rat Pack. Ken Resnick has the pleasure of talking to the new world champion, Bob Orton.
I'm here with Sheik Adnan El Casey, Maniac Manny Fernandez, Mr. Hughes, and Cowboy Bob Orton. Talk about a
Fuji's taunting Tito there.
Bob Orton,
Consoling him.
even you can't be pleased with the way you won this world championship. 20 years! 20 years! After winning the Florida title.
20 years!
After being a world tag team champion. I finally got the big one, baby.
No, he stole it. He's happy.
How can you be pleased the way you won this fight? I won it, Ken Resnick, with a pinfall.
A pinfall with his feet on the ropes. For
Commissioner Jim Brunzell.
Commissioner, uh-oh.
Jim,
Wait a
yeah,
second.
what's up? What's going on? What is that?
Bullshit.
The match is not over.
As everyone saw, the referee did miss a pinfall, and he was in no condition to finish this match. So first of all, I want you, and I want Fuji, who have no business being here at all, out of the ring.
All right, Brunzell.
now.
All right, Jim.
That's a conspiracy by this.
Come on.
Good for Jim.
Such
Brunzell.
bullshit.
Jim, you're saying the match isn't over.
The match is not over.
That is wrong.
It'll never be over, baby.
I know he has authority, but he's using it in the wrong direction.
Wow. He booed the shit out of him.
To Sergeant Slaughter right now.
All right. And Jesse Hernandez in there. Apparently, they're restarting this one. Oh, the Sheik is living.
Well, I should imagine.
Come
so.
on.
I'm shocked. Absolutely.
Everyone, the commissioner saw your legs up on their own.
Hey, you're supposed to be impartial.
Well, Bob Orton is upset. Wait a minute. The Sheik is ranting and raving about it.
As I see it, Mr. Orton, this match will continue with round 6 with the new referee appointed.
There you have it, on to round
A
6.
new referee, how can they do that?
They can do it because it's the right thing to do. The Sheik can cry all he wants to. Sarge has the key. Oh, Sarge is loving this.
Well, don't worry, Bob Orton will win the title again.
Well, Jim Brunzell.
I did too. It's taking that update took forever.
And a look of determination and resolve.
Well, this is lousy. Bullshit.
As he prepares to bring Santana in over the top with that suplex.
Back into the ring, and they're going. No,
Wait a second.
Oh no.
Wait a minute. Tito in from a. He got it.
Oh, come on.
This one is all over. Tito Santana breaking the legs.
Man, Tito, come on, bro.
We have a new champion of the world. Tito Santana playing possum. He cradled the legs of Bob Orton, and Orton cannot believe this. Commissioner Jim Brunzell restarting this one, and Tito Santana takes advantage of it. We've got a new American Wrestling Federation champion. Here's the Sarge in the ring.
Well, that is as I said before, is a conspiracy by the establishment to get Bob Orton out of the way.
That's
I don't
true.
think there's any conspiracy. I think
He's
that
right.
justice was well served here as the wrestlers flood the ring.
What are they doing there?
What are they doing here? Get him out of the ring.
Tito Santana on a well-earned victory.
Well, I can't see any cause for a celebration there. That was a wicked and cruel thing to do to Bob Orton.
Wait a minute. He's threatening Jim Brunzell. You don't want to do that.
Oh yeah, you don't want to threaten Jim Brunzell.
Chicane on LKC was rendered
Roly-poly pin.
effective here by Sergeant Slaughter's presence. Even Mr. Fuji sticking his nose in. All kinds of
Well,
interference.
I'm not very happy with that decision.
What a crew.
Contest this with Professor Einstein.
You're not contesting it with anybody. Tito Santana, the champion. Stay with us. We're coming back. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. A euphoric crowd in attendance as we take you to the concluding moment.
Yeah, he's pretty open about it too.
Vertical suplex there by Cowboy Bob Orton. He attempts the pinfall, but a brilliant
There's the rolly,
right side of the legs
and here
by
comes
Tito
the polly.
Santana.
But look at this controversial pinfall here.
Controversial.
Shoulder clearly up.
Ladies and gentlemen, standing by at ringside right now, Ken Resnick with the new champion of the world, Tito Santana.
Tito and Bob Orton.
I'm standing with new world champion Tito Santana. Tito, congratulations. A mighty, mighty close call.
Thank you very much, Ken. It was a long, hard battle. But thanks
He's
for
like,
all these
I want to thank ATF Media for saying that I could have drawn big box office with the Hulkster if we could have gotten it that opportunity. Arriba!
fans that never gave up on me. Cowboy Bob Orton.
I like the Tito. I like Tito's slow talking.
Tito, tell me what you were
Yes,
feeling up
true.
until the point when Jim Brunzell came out and ordered the match restarted. Did you know that Bob Orton had his feet up on the rope?
I had no idea what had happened. I was so tired.
Okay, so in other words, he doesn't even know what happened. He can't even give valid testimony. So why are we relying on Jim Brunzell, who was probably, you know, eating a sandwich in the back? Like,
Until my friend Sergeant Slaughter came up and told me, Tito, the commissioner's out there. This may not be over for you.
he was a real brown-nosed babyface, though,
Cowboy Bob
on
Orton,
commentary for
it
Vince.
was tough, but I knew it was going to be tough. But knowing that I didn't have to worry about that no good heading on LKC on the outside. Thank you, Sergeant Slaughter, for this victory. I owe it to you, my friend.
Tito, if there's any doubt, you know all the fans.
Thank you, Sergeant Slaughter.
I love the fans. I couldn't do without it, Kenny. Arriba!
New AWF World Champion, Tito Santana. Tito, congratulations.
Thank you, baby. Arriba!
Now let's go to Missy Hyatt.
Thanks, Ken, and congratulations to Tito Santana, still
Sending his
AWF
money to
heavyweight
Vern.
champion.
Oh,
Speaking of
boy.
champions, I have here Rico Suave, the manager of the AWF Tag Team Champions.
That's the team.
That's right, and I have a couple of questions for you. First off, who are your next opponents? And number two, where are your champions?
Well, let me tell you something. You know, the tag team scene here in the AWF is hot and heavy. It's a serious business, Missy. Serious.
Well, who are your next opponents?
I heard Siegfried and Roy was #1.
No, what about the Road Warriors?
I heard Brooks and Dunn were #2.
No, I'm talking about Hawk and Animal, the Road Warriors.
Hawk and Animal. The only Hawk and Animal I know live in the Bronx Zoo with a crazy haircut.
Okay, well, then where are your champions?
They're on my yacht. They're relaxing.
They're in
they
Monaco.
Work hard every day. They train. They lift. They got to sit in the sun to keep those bodies nice and bronze and tan because the girls all love them. So I got them relaxing right now.
You know,
They deserve it.
the only thing I'm getting out of here is that you blow dry your chest hair. I can't take this anymore. Let's go to Mick and Lord Alfred.
Lord Alfred.
Thank you very much, Missy Hyatt. That was last week. This is now, ladies and gentlemen.
Good idea to put the world title fight in the opening match.
Lord Alfred Hayes, you've had 1 week to get over it. Are you still pouting?
Well, I'm not exactly pouting, but I have been trying to chase down Jim Brunzel and Professor Einstein, but no response from either of them.
Well, they're not going to respond to you, I guarantee you.
Rico Suave.
And ladies and gentlemen, right now we're going to take a look at a man who has some real serious...
Oh, Fidel Sierra coming out.
sentiment, real hatred, particularly for Sergeant Slaughter. That is Fidel Sierra coming to the ring with Capitana Natasha.
Oh, here comes Natasha.
This man is a serious threat to anybody who steps into the ring with him, and I don't see the new world champion, Tito Santana, replying to his challengers.
Well, I
Here's
guarantee
Ben
you,
and
two-time
blonde Era
Tito
Grace.
Santana will be a fighting champion. He's never backed down from a challenge in
When
his
she used to
life.
wear that
And I
green
guarantee
jacket
you he
with her
won't back
hair,
down
like her
from Fidel
blonde,
Sierra.
that
Well,
yellow
let's
hair
look at the
pulled
crowd.
back, and she looked like a
Wow.
Ukrainian
Let's
mobster.
Look at this man.
Well, Tito Santana might back down to him.
Rusev, yes.
Waving that flag, that Cuban flag, the crowd taking up the chant of USA, USA. Stay with us, everybody. We're coming right back at you.
Lalo, you didn't just great Jedi Joy, you great this entire country, this great nation, and all of its armed forces on Veterans Day. What a cad.
Young Marcelo, he has not let up since. The referee wants this one over and done with. Sierra has been disqualified.
Man, he got right to business. He didn't even get his jacket off of him. Oh, that's it. Oh, what a monster.
The referee has disqualified him. He continues on with the Castro sleeper. This guy is amazing. He's possessed, for heaven's sake.
Well, he's not happy with that decision being disqualified. Why should a referee do that? He could have warned him.
And why this? Why Capitana Natasha draping the flag over the prone body of young
A
Marcelo?
little humiliation is good for the soul.
Wait a minute. Yeah.
I want my country back.
Fidel Sierra. This man this is sadistic at best.
Big deal. He put a piece of fabric on top of him. Who cares? What are these kids so upset about?
They will in due time. Look at him, just staring down, glaring. The referees told him to wake up Marcelo. Well, that's a way
The
to wake a guy
Castro
up, kick him in
sleeper.
the head.
Well, I tell you something.
I hate this. I
Marcelo
hate
brought
the
this
wake
upon
up.
himself because he didn't obey the first rule of wrestling. Professional wrestling states that once you come into the arena, or for that matter the ring, you watch your opponent at all times.
Yeah, great.
The Saddam suplex.
Well, whatever you said, I disagree with it. Oh no, we gotta have her 2 cents in. Capitana Natasha.
You tell him,
For Mike
Capitan.
Marcelo, you talk about the rules in professional wrestling. How about the rule that says wait until the bell rings to start the match? What about that rule?
Well, that doesn't mean to say the referee can disqualify the wrestler.
Well, at any rate, ladies and gentlemen, this was the entrance of Fidel Sierra along with Capitana Natasha. He did not wait. This is what took place during the break. He attacks young Mike Marcelo, and that clubbing forearm, that was the beginning of the end.
Well,
A lot of
he's
blonde
over
Cubans.
eager to get to action then, but he cannot wait to get to grips with any adversary at all.
Well, he certainly has the grip
I think
right
she's
there.
just part of
That
the
Castro
communist
sleeper, the referee at this point has decided
bloc.
that's enough. Fidel Sierra disqualified, and this is absolute insult
Cuban
to injury
Hercules.
here as they drape the flag over the prone body of young Mike Marcelo. Ladies and gentlemen, stay with us. You're watching the Warriors.
If you weren't here at the very beginning of the stream, I said that I just saw a story about him, which was kind of, I haven't seen anything about Fidel Sierra in forever. But he came up in a news story because an old WWF enhancement talent guy died, and they interviewed Fidel Sierra about it.
Of wrestling with the American Wrestling Federation. We're coming right back.
The American Wrestling Federation, I love it. The round system, I love it.
It's wonderful.
The fans, I love them. And I'm up next.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We've just witnessed Fidel Sierra in action.
Escucho.
This looks like a Martin Lawrence comedy.
Cubanos solamente. Este hombre, Fidel Sierra, es un campeón del mundo ahora.
Whatever he said. Ladies and gentlemen, let's toss it to our ring announcer, Walt Marsicano.
Yeah, Borga was pretty weak.
When are you going to get his name right?
I get it right. It's you who get it wrong.
Well, it's Walt Marsicano. And what are you doing Spanish all of a sudden?
Well, because I like to speak to our Spanish people.
Do you think they should reunite the Shield, Daninsky, and have him, like, come in the middle of, like, have, like, Dominic Mysterio, like, win some match, and then the Shield runs in and, like, grabs him and just, like, carries him out, and then we never hear from Dominic Mysterio for a while?
Who listen to us?
Do you think we could? Do you think since we have to abandon foreign heels, what if they made like turn Shield into like an ice
and when you're
faction?
talking about professional wrestling the way it should be, here's a man who knows it backwards and forwards from Stratford-on-Avon in England. Once again, I tell you, a fellow countryman of yours, gentleman Chris Adams.
Well, here's a commoner, but I must say this for him. He has a very good knowledge of professional.
They'd have to get Plumber Moxley though.
Well, he is that, and I guarantee you that Butch Long in the ring right now is going to feel the effect of gentleman Chris Adams. This man so adapted to the American Wrestling Federation round system, of course, the European round system brought to the United States by the American Wrestling Federation.
Too bad the boss man's gone. He could have got one last run.
In short order, just how good Chris Adams is.
Now, I must agree with everything you said there. Very innovative, the American Wrestling Federation. We've taken everything to excellent heights. And I must also point out that this is not an infomercial for an upcoming cable show or something.
Yeah, we got to get
This is
Plumber Moxley.
professional wrestling the way it should be.
Absolutely, and that was a forearm the way it should be. And very quickly, you know, you talk about the popularity of the American Wrestling Federation. Hello to our good friends.
Mox could come back and like got a promo about how he was gone for a while and he came back and look around. It's Dominic Mysterio and Gunther and Ludwig and the Imperium and all this crap.
Out in the Bay Area in San Francisco on KVHK television, our friend Margaret Powers, a great fan of professional wrestling, and in Tampa, Florida, on the other side of the country, watching a WTMB Intermedia Communications, Barbara Sampson and David Ruberg. Thanks for all the kind words.
All great people that you mentioned. Meanwhile, look at Chris Adams here. The hallmark of a great wrestler is to go back to that very hole that you had before. Wear your man down.
You could probably do that pretty cheap. We could do that in Heroes of Wrestling, but it would have to be like a one-time thing. I bet you could swing a few bucks with them working at AEW. I think they can take indie bookings and do a Brood reunion.
It's not necessarily
I don't think we could afford the Shield, though.
But it's going to take its toll, and here's a man who takes his toll as well.
Big Mama just got done parking.
Oh boy, Big Mama.
And there was no parking spot, so she just ran over the cars. But it sounds like Tito Santana and Sergeant Slaughter are scared of the bully. Scared of Big Mama.
Tell him, bully!
Well, I would be scared of Big Mama, I'll tell you that.
I'd be scared of both of them, quite honestly.
Whenever he talks to Big Mama, I always think about Heathen talking to Linda and being like, "Hey, look over there, Linda. Look at them cops lined up. They shouldn't be there, should they, Linda? No, they shouldn't be."
I can't blame Sergeant Slaughter or Tito Santana for avoiding the issue there.
They're not avoiding the issue at all. The Blacktop Bully, a force to be reckoned with, but Sergeant Tito don't avoid anybody. Back to the action in the ring. Gentleman Chris Adams maintaining that side headlock on Butch Long. Whipped off the ropes now. Oh, punching shoulder tap.
And that was a forceful one, too. He's very, very...
Oh, also, I thought of two more Jim Cornette AEW names that I don't think we mentioned last time. Hangnail Page And one of my all-time favorites that I can't believe I didn't list, Wheeler Useless.
Right on his feet, Chris Adams, yet heavy with his blows.
A great series of moves into that arm drag takedown, and now he's got Butch Long in real trouble right here.
Well, Long is in a short arm lever there.
I'm not sure why the referee called for the break there.
No, I'm not sure either. Quite honestly, I don't know that one. The referee does. He saw something that obviously went against the rules. Chris Adams beautifully poised. Oh,
good heavens! In for the
I mean, it was a nice-looking power bomb.
obviously went against the rules.
Let's see how he brings him down. Oh yeah, he does the momentum power bomb. Yeah.
in for the cover, count of 1 and 2, and how in the
Oh,
world did
come
Butch Long
on.
kick out from that?
Well, he did. He's
Fuck
quite resilient,
that.
this young man. However, Adams, I believe, has got him sold.
Super kick.
Big mistake.
I saw teeth flying all over the place. Count of 1, 2, lights out. That is it. Gentlemen, Chris Adams right to the jaw of Butch Long.
Well, Chris Adams took us to a wrestling clinic just then with all those superb moves.
I can't believe Butch Long kicked out of that power bomb. That's bullshit.
Very appreciative of Chris Adams' talent from Stratford on Avon, the gentleman himself.
You can see the way he comes out and he's full of confidence and the super kick. Right to the jaw. What accuracy. What time.
No, I think it's just crumbling infrastructure, to be honest.
And poor Butch Long went right for his teeth to make sure that they were all there. Gentlemen, Chris Adams, tremendously impressive. I don't know if Butch Long is going to be going to the dentist, if he's going to wake up this week. We're back to the ring, and it is time to play ball, your lordship.
It certainly is. In short, you're going to see a most innovative young man who lives another peculiar style of life.
Well, he certainly does that as we take a look at Billy the Kid, a little peculiar, I guess.
Billy the
in his
Cantaloupe.
right, but that's not the man we're talking
I thought that was
about.
the actor
Wait
Dick
until you take a
Miller.
look at this. I know that George Steinbrenner,
Daninsky, are you in here?
already considered
I gotta
offering
show
to
you
sign
this,
a
man. I know
contract.
you'll appreciate this.
Time to view him, and there's the announcement. The MVP.
The MVP, ladies and gentlemen, would you take a look at that? That appears to be...
Oh no, the MVP? Get serious. Oh my lord. Daninsky, take a look at oh shoot, hang on. Take a look at this picture that VP posted on her Instagram. I was dying, dude.
Get out of the way. A Chicago White Sox
I was like, Daninsky, gotta see that.
I'm not going to get close enough to ask him here.
No, well, we both ducked when he swung that back.
Chris was highly underrated. I don't have any issues with his like in ring or whatever. I just can't get into him at all. Like at all.
This fellow, I was speaking to him a little while ago in the dressing room, and I'm afraid he intimidated me.
The MVP. Well, he looked a lot different when he went to work for Vince, and now in AEW, say yeah, he looks a lot different.
46-ouncer there. He is a very large individual. I didn't
Very
think the weight,
large
but I would guess him
individual.
to be in the 275, 280 pound range.
I would imagine he's well over 6'6". He's probably 6'7" or 6'8".
He was used poorly. There's just something about him. I just don't connect with him. I didn't really care for him in the world class stuff I've seen either. He's just one of those
Well, he certainly does that.
One of those guys
as the MVP gets ready
for
to
me.
do battle here.
What's up, Cody
Very
Turbo?
unique individual. I'm not sure. I'm taking a look at his shoes, making sure there's not steel cleats at the bottom there. He was swinging that baseball bat like, for heaven's sakes, like Harmon Killebrew. And Billy the Kid had better get out of the way here. He'd better be
Billy the
agile
Kid.
and on the top of his game.
I think so. This is our first look, mind you, at MVP. So
Oh,
we
look at
don't
this guy.
really know what
Wow.
he's capable of, but he does look very self-possessed in the ring. He has a lot of confidence, and he does quite honestly intimidate.
Some
everybody in the
luchador
ring.
Well,
inspired.
there's no doubt about that. Drilled into the top buckle. And speaking of intimidating individuals, you know, I was in seventh heaven at that Cauliflower Alley convention. The great names in the history of professional
Cauliflower
wrestling,
Alley.
all talking about the American Wrestling Federation. The likes of Vern Gagne, Jack Briscoe, Terry and Dory Funk, Harley Race, Bruno Sammartino.
Do you think that's what inspired it? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, but it's not a very effective version of that look.
Each to a man speaks in nothing but glowing terms about the AWF AWF, and I was very, very proud.
Me too. I sat there with a stupid grin upon my face because they were all talking about the AWF, and of course, that is about me.
Well, it's sort of about you. What about me? I'm just not meat and potatoes sitting here.
Shut
Back
up.
to the action in the ring, ladies and gentlemen.
That guy should shut up.
Certainly with an all-out aggressive style here, to say the least. Billy the Kid can absolutely not get any offense going.
Man.
No, he has
Oh, man, that got a big reaction. Look how packed this place is, ATF Media.
Some beautiful maneuvers. His timing is really excellent.
Well, there was a boot to the sternum as he came off the ropes, and a big elbow there for good measure. You know, I'm not so sure the fans...
They are hanging from the rafters here at the AWF arena.
Others are disgusted by this all-out assault here. Very unique, to say the least.
Well, I think he's being cheered simply because he's so masterful in the ring, and he's executed really good moves.
Well, Bill...
Radio Foreman claimed that King TL sent him some pictures of a girl taking a shit, and Foreman is convinced it's Ava. What's his validation for saying that it's Ava? Just a hunch?
Back there with some shots to the midsection, had no effect whatsoever. Back body drop, and now the...
I love that movie Warriors, but this looks like a weird, like, those guys were actually, like, creepy looking. This guy just looks like a goon.
Well, he looked at us both then as much as to say, I know what I'm doing. I'll finish this match whenever I please. And obviously it doesn't please him yet to finish it, but I bet he will do.
Well, that was a big body slam there. This is a powerful man. And again, walking around the ring, talking to the referee as if he were talking to an umpire there.
He picks his spots, huh? Did you see that boot just above the heart? That's a very, very vulnerable place to be hit.
Billy the Kid struggling just to stay on his feet, and there he's got him in what he calls, you're out of here. And I have to...
Oh, what a good name. You're out of here.
What happened here with Billy the Kid? Nowhere for this young man to go.
What is that called?
You're out of here.
What an expression. Well, it looks like Billy the Kid is definitely out of here. Out of everywhere, as a matter of fact. Maybe in another world.
Well, I have the feeling that the MVP was trying to make a statement here and let the powers that be...
You're out of here.
...know he's for real. He could have finished this young man off a long time ago.
Extremely impressive, most awesome, and I would rather call him an intimidator rather than MVP. But
Well, that was what the French would call lousy.
Oh, now this is absolutely...
Oh, look how he woke him up. Now that's a little bit better, I guess, if you have to.
Between the shoulder blades, very proud of himself. This monstrous MVP. Look at that expression.
looks a bit like Dracula, does he not?
Take a look at the kisser on this guy, Brain.
Carrying that piece of lumber with him. You can't trust this
A
guy
very
anymore. I don't
unique
like
looking
that move, man.
individual.
Oh, look at him just whacking those steel ropes. with a
Oh
big
yeah,
ball
Abe
back.
Schwartz,
And look at that
knuckleballer.
face, and that is a perfectly aimed kick to revive his opponent.
Well, I'm not sure he was reviving
Don
him, but
Fry,
I'm
though,
sure he
is
was
doing a
putting
great
him
job
on
as
the hospital
ref.
there.
You
There
gotta
it
give
is.
him that.
You're out of here as the referee signals for the bell. The MVP certainly made a statement, and I again contend that at any point from about the first minute on, he could have disposed of Billy the Kid.
I think so. I like that term. You're out of here.
Oh, and look at this.
You're outta here.
Right out of here. Let's go.
Oh, get out of the way. The MVP, ladies and gentlemen, his debut here in the American Wrestling Federation, and I guarantee you, opponents, officials, they're taking notice of the MVP. Stay with us, ladies and gentlemen. We're coming back. Get out of the way.
Oh boy.
Welcome back, wrestling
Man, I would
fans, to a
I
truly
would totally wear an
historic
AWF shirt though.
history-making week in the American Wrestling Federation.
Wonder who has
We
the
saw
copyright.
Tito Santana once again climbing to the top of the ladder, the heavyweight
Boy, these
champion
people
of
are
the
having a
world in the
wonderful
American
time.
Wrestling Federation. And as we take a look at it, in case you missed it earlier on, here's
So,
the
first of
concluding
all,
match.
right here, Tito losing the match. He knows he can't win, so what does he do? He can't beat Orton fair and square, so he attacks the referee. I mean, it's disgusting. Tito should not only have not been given a rematch, he should have been removed from the company immediately. Putting his hands on an official.
By Tito Santana at the end of this match, practically brought him a victory.
Oh, do you think it is Fantasio?
Well, I don't know if nobody suspected it. The referee out unconscious, missed Tito.
Didn't we talk about him not too long ago for some reason?
The referee half conscious,
And here Bob Orton has very little space to work with because of the pin, so he's just resting his feet on the ropes because there's nowhere else to put them.
He was momentarily the heavyweight champion of the world. Very, very controversial.
I wasn't the only one to think that, Starch. A lot of other people...
You think the Jarretts own the copyright to AWF?
1, 2, 3. However, the commissioner, Jim Brunzell, and of course the president of the AWF, Einstein, they both overruled that referee. And once again, we had this bout restarted. What a history-making...
Daninsky, did you see the picture I tried to show you?
Cowboy Bob Orton is stunned there as Jim Brunzell entered the ring, took the championship belt away, and ordered the match.
Someone commented on my Kinetic Kel clip. Said Ben likes ginger curtains.
KC can't believe it. The commissioner then ordering Mr. Hughes, ordering Maniac Manny Fernandez out of the ringside area.
Fantasio was on the first episode of AWF. Okay, I thought we had recently talked about him for one reason or another.
Yeah, he re-handcuffed Sergeant Slaughter and Sheik Adnan LKC together. There you see the Sarge making
If AWF could have hung in there for a few more years, I bet they could have landed NWO Sting, and that would have really put him over the top.
No, the Sheik was practically crying there, and I'm pleased we're
That's
showing
all they
this event
needed. They were
because
just
this
missing like one
definitely
puzzle
is,
piece.
In my mind, a point of controversy. Nice move here by Santana, but really, I don't think
The
it
old
won him the match,
roly-poly.
although he was given the match.
Well, I do believe it did, and you said the referee
Redheaded
has the
beef
final
curtains.
decision, and
I
that
can't
was
think
it
about
right
Kel
there.
like that. She's too,
Referee Jesse Hernandez, the replacement official, counts off
she's
the
like
three
a
count. Tito
weird,
Santana,
like a
great
deer
legs
type
of Cowboy
creature.
Bob Orton, and again,
But if you
much to the
get some
delight
white
of the
claws
fans
into her,
and
then
the fans,
she like
certainly all
turns
over
into
the
one of
world.
those like
Tito Santana at the top of the ladder,
weird
the champion in the
runic
American Wrestling Federation,
creatures,
the wrestlers
like-
including Sergeant Slaughter, Charlie Norris, Koko B. Ware, Conan 2000.
I don't
is
think
in
that
there.
made any
Ronnie
sense.
Twist, Steve Dahl, they're all celebrating the belt coming back to Santana.
Well, I said in the beginning this was a
That was
conspiracy
VP.
by
No,
the
she just posted it on her Instagram. She disabled her Instagram and then she accidentally re-enabled it. And so since those are like disappearing pictures or whatever, I thought we could commemorate one of them here.
establishment to get Cowboy Bob
Hopefully
Orton out of the
VP
way.
isn't
I
still
go
watching.
along with
I'm
that,
sure she
and I
gave
even
up
tried to
during the
trace
power
down
outage.
Einstein and Jim Brunzell.
And obviously to no avail once again. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been a great week. Next week's lineup also tremendous. You're going to take a look at one of the great young lions, the sensational Steve Dahl in action.
Oh boy, Steve Dahl. Isn't that the guy from
Oh, you certainly can't ignore Big Mama.
Wait, that
Also,
Steve
we'll take a
Dahl,
look-
wasn't he one of the guys from Twin Ports Paranormal? Kinetic Kel looks like the Wendy's icon come to life.
Get America's hero, Sergeant Slaughter, and part of the main event, the Texas Hangman with Missy Hyatt. Missy, take it
Oh
away.
shoot. Hang on a second.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Boogaloo Brown and the Texas Hangman.
Boogaloo
And next
Brown?
Week, you're in the main event
Look at this
in a
one,
six-man
man.
tag match.
That's right, Missy Hyatt. We got Chief Charlie Norris, Billy Two Eagles, and some guy named Conan 2000. And fellas, I got you hooked up with
For
the Super
history.
Destroyer.
What are your comments on that, Psycho? Killer?
Where are you coming in on that one, Psycho?
Destroyer, all I got to say to you, boy, is you better be as big and as bad as the Texas Hangman. Remember this, boy?
Yeah, Kel's kind of like, you get a little bit of liquor in her and she'll either get emotional or if somebody's there to like tip her, then she'll crash out. But typically she's like, has a very calm, I think of her as like a gentle energy most of the time.
When you step in the gallows with the Texas Hangman, you live by the noose and you're gonna die by the noose.
And ladies and gentlemen, that is the main event next week. Six-man tag team action for Lord Alfred Hayes and Ken Resnick and Missy Hyatt. This is Midcard. So long, everybody.
You made the right choice.
Well, once the Tito Santana match ended, that episode went by pretty quick, I feel like.
American Wrestling Federation.
Two
So until
episodes
next
remain.
week, you're dismissed.
Well, those pictures will disappear because they're just in her story, so now they're preserved. She may want to look back on that ass picture one day. You never know. The ass picture? Yeah, that's on AWF stream.
restarted. Talk about rules are rules.
Well, you know what? Rules are rules. And you know what? Cowboy Bob Orton had to have been the shortest reigning champion ever in wrestling. What was it? 12?
But
15,
they are going to acknowledge the title switch, which if they have to restart the match, I'm glad they're acknowledging that. Just like I think they should acknowledge Andre. And really, they should have acknowledged Ted DiBiase. Because to me, that protects the belt. Instead of making it just like we're only going to recognize title changes that we approve of.
Not much more to say the least. And I'm sure we'll know more about that this hour. And what a week it's going to be. Steve Dahl in action, the Blacktop Bully, America's hero, Sergeant Slaughter. And what a main event, a six-man tag. Chief Charlie Norris, Billy Two Eagles, and Conan 2000.
Oh shit, Billy Two Eagles?
And the Hangman.
Whenever the Hangman's around, you know there's going to be trouble.
Is that true, Wrestle Plunge? Well, that's a good compromise, I guess. I always thought that they didn't recognize Andre's reign, but they should 100% recognize that reign.
Well,
DiBiase's debatable, I guess, but...
Missy Hyatt and Ken Resnick.
Hey, don't call Missy Hyatt a beast again.
For heaven's sakes, ladies and gentlemen, Missy Hyatt, certainly one of the great investigative reporters in professional wrestling.
Here's one of our Rob Van Dam clones.
If something is happening in the American Wrestling Federation, Missy Hyatt is going to dig up the scoop.
Yeah, she'll get her pretty little nose into anything, absolutely anything at all. However, this fellow here, this young fellow, Steve Dahl, what a future is going to be.
Oh, Steve Dahl.
Sensational Steve Dahl, and he comes by that nickname quite honestly. This kid,
Wow, what a weirdo.
tremendous, one of the flashiest young talents.
Thanks for the rose. Let me kiss your newborn.
And I promise you, this matchup is going to be excellent. His opponent, Bob Bradley, has shown us so much in the previous weeks. This is a pick 'em in my estimation.
It is. I'll come to that a little bit later. But in the meantime, look at the roses being given to Steve Dahl by these gorgeous young girls.
Didn't they try this before with, yeah, exactly. He does look like a knockoff Heavenly Body. Didn't they try this gimmick? Wasn't it AWF where they really tried to get over Tom Brady as like Johnny Gunn or whatever by staging a bunch of these interactions with the women in the crowd?
Well, this is a very talented wrestler and certainly a heartthrob. And ladies and gentlemen, stay with us in just a couple of moments. We're coming back with the opening matchup. All right, welcome back, wrestling fans. The American Wrestling Federation and the Warriors of Wrestling. Mick Carson, Lord Alfred Hayes, delighted to be here once again. And a terrific
Well, this is going to be a one for the ages.
Equally talented, as is the case.
Do you think the quality, not of the wrestling per se, but like of the source material seems to have slowly gotten worse and worse as we've gotten deeper into the show?
Now watch these two young men, Steve Dahl particularly, because I think that if he gets a break here in this wrestling match and actually gets a win, I think he's going to go on to much, much bigger things.
Well, Steve Dahl with an
Hold on, which one is this one? What is this episode? Season 2, episode 9. Okay, give me a second. Let me see if I can find this one. This might give me a stroke if we have to watch the whole thing like that. Hang on. What'd I say? Season 2, episode 9? AWF, Season 2, episode 9. Oh, well, gosh, man, I don't think this is it, but I have to, what is this? This is SWF Season 2, Episode 9, Simpsons Wrestling. Now Wiggum from behind. Wiggum has knocked down Homer. Oh my God, he hit it. Sideshow Bob. Oh my God, he beat him. He beat Homer. Oh my God. Okay, I can't find a better version of it. I'm sorry.
standing reputation. This is a great scientific wrestler, a diligent trainer, but I have to focus on Bob Bradley also for just a moment. in my estimation, very, very underrated. Bob Bradley is...
Speaking of Bill Dundee, Daninsky. Wait, what happened? How come the screen's messed up now? Has that been on there the whole time?
Capable of beating anybody at any time, and this is going to be classic professional wrestling. Absolutely, Bob Bradley has a...
Sorry, I didn't know I messed the thing up.
Has a better record. That was so nicely executed. The one thing about Steve Doll is he's got to get rid of that Simon Pure attitude.
Cut this toy crap.
More of the killer instinct.
Well, I'm not so sure about that to this point in his career.
Oh, but speaking of Bill Dundee, I got some artisan fudge from a town called Dundee, Ohio.
Steve Dahl certainly very, very aggressive and very successful, and he definitely...
The SWF? No, Daninsky said cut that toy crap.
He's built almost like a little tank. 235, 240 pounds, but very, very graceful, Lord Alfred Hayes.
Indeed, and he has such expertise. He is so talented in the ring.
Plus, I don't like sideshow going over like that.
Always the hallmark of a great wrestler.
And the referee calls for the break. Now it appeared to me that Steve Dahl backed up. Bob Bradley complaining that his...
Daninsky's like that one guy at the Philadelphia Spectrum that always chants boring. He's like, cut this toy crap.
However, Bob Bradley won't worry about that.
And there's an on-air...
Nation of Domination reunion? Sure. But, oh, wait, The Rock? Can you imagine The Rock and Jamie Dundee in 2025?
Almost unaware. And we take you from the top, ladies and gentlemen, of the arena. A tremendous flying head scissors.
Excellent and a drop kick. So beautifully executed. He's really on fire now. He wants to get to Bob Bradley as quickly as possible for a secure victory.
Well, Bob Bradley very...
Yeah, I've heard some stuff about Bill Dundee and his dementia.
He is absolutely explosive. At the drop of a hat, he'll nail you right to the jaw with that drop.
Look at that trad.
Flying head scissors. This is a multi-talented young man.
Indeed, he is. However, here...
Oh, B. Stevie looks like he dropped a real great new video. It was just called Life is Pointless.
Bradley has got to slow the action down a little bit.
He's quickly becoming like one of my favorites. He won't be able to get the award for this year, but he'd have a shot for next year. I think Savvy's got it locked for best like video creator. But
Cody
Turbo, remember, everyone that's there is paid. Remember, Cornette talked about how the guy paid the crowd for these TV tapings.
Countered that with a beautiful fall, and then he hammered Bradley with that drop kick.
Well,
I love that guy at the Spectrum. No matter what's happening, no matter how good the match is, he always knows just when to... Boring. Doesn't matter who it is. It's awesome. Sometimes he'll do it just when it's quiet for like a second after a really hot move, and the crowd will be like, yeah. And as they die out, he'll yell boring, and sometimes you can see it like register with the wrestlers. It's so loud too. I'm marking out for the guy. It's one of my favorite parts about watching the old arena shows.
Staying away from Steve Dahl. You got to keep him at arm's length. We're down to under a half minute here, and now the more...
Flexum couldn't win for content creator, like for like vlogger or whatever, like Savvy Guy. Like, it's a different kind of content. She's more of a, she might win like vibe streamer.
Aggressive. Bob Bradley is starting to surface in that ring.
Yeah, I'm back, Randy.
Scientific wrestling, but we've seen this from him. When he gets frustrated, he turns on the afterburners.
I don't see anybody that could really challenge Savvy. This year, he's been, I mean, good Lord, the summer alone. But then we're ramping into this insanity with the dancing and the AI songs. Who could go video for video with him? Nobody.
fortunate, but there's a combination making all sorts of waves on a weekly, on an hourly basis.
We're making waves on an hourly basis.
Next week, my man, they're going to destroy the Lucky
The way that the...
Banana!
I don't know if any of you are old enough to have played like the old full motion video games, but it would be like really little like clips in video games that would be like video, but they were really pixelated and like really poor, like really like missing a bunch of frames and shit. That's what this show reminds me of now that it's like skipping all over the place.
That's right, the roughneck!
Eric McHenry. We haven't watched, to be fair, you could be right, maybe. There's a long shot, but it could be. But I haven't anyway, like, watched his stuff from this year. Like, catching up has been fun. But I think that, like, Savvy's actual content that I've seen from this calendar year, I don't think it'd be pretty tough. But I haven't seen all of Eric's. I've just seen all the titles.
You're going down for the last time!
I think VP's arc with Nick pretty much locks her in as like as far as live streaming.
He's got his old man, Maniac Manny Fernandez, chewing on his coat. Well, Manny Fernandez.
Honorary mentions to Ben Thorpe.
Character indeed. Oh, there's a dangerous boot right to the sternum of Steve
And
Bradley unloading.
Kinetic Kill.
This has been a seesaw battle from the opening bell.
Well, this is another thing. If you didn't hear me at the beginning, Luke posted a bunch of videos back up again. There's probably enough to do an episode, but which we can't do till next week anyway, but I'm thinking it might be better to wait and see, maybe he'll continue to post more and more so that we can get more complete coverage, but I don't know. Then again, he might take it down again by the end of today.
That would have been an upset of major proportions.
Well, I think that Bradley
This is like trying to keep, as a business, trying to keep up with like tariffs and shit. You just day to day, whatever Luke's feeling, that's going to determine our access to the story.
He seems to be in control.
Well, I want to get back just a second to Jeff.
Eric is just getting started. True, he's got 52 years left ahead of him. I'm gonna keep making videos until I'm dead. I'm just gonna say it plainly. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. You're done with Luke? That's fair too. I get that too.
To any tag team. Well, he's a nutcase, to say the very least. And back in the ring, Bob Bradley now maintaining control on Steve Dahl with that reverse chinlock once again. Bradley, as you said, is very, very cognizant of the
True
time
Black
frame,
Pill
the
legend.
round system here in the
Well, it
American
doesn't hurt
wrestling
to honor our
He has indeed.
to honor the main eventers.
Suiting. He is now gripping that head of Steve Dahl and forging ahead also on points.
Well, Steve Dahl back to that vertical base, but just that quickly, Bob Bradley throws him to the canvas and now continues the assault in the corner, all the way across the ring. Irish whip, and he's back. The small of his back went hard into that.
Clipper of the year for me always goes to Lummox. I think Lummox is the best clipper. I think Lummox's, the way that he clips wings is very similar to how I wanted to clip Grace, which was to not always worry about the big angry moments or drama moments, but like Lummox shows you that Wings is a bad person and that he lies all the time, just by showing like quiet moments where it's just Wings talking, or he shows him like when he's singing or rapping or whatever. I think like that's Lummox is almost captures like the perfect like way that I want to experience content. It's what I would like, what I would have in like kind of what I had in mind with Thorpe Alert.
And Bob Bradley now, I would not waste a lot of time against Steve Dahl.
Well, that's true. The Minecraft streams. Lummox, the hired hoodlum, he clips Wings of Redemption. His clips are just amazing. They're so good. They really show Wings like as he is. Like if you only clip the drama and you only clip like the big crash outs, like you really don't understand the person. But like Lummox gets how to like humanize Wings while simultaneously allowing Wings to sink his own ship constantly. You know what I mean? Like he's a really good clipper.
And a big clothesline
You worked at
Was
Lumex?
not accurate that time. He underestimated Steve Dahl, and now Steve on the offense.
And
He picks Brown.
Lumix also has a role in me getting banned from Wings' chat because I was watching Wings live one day and he ate an entire box of moon pies. So I commented in the chat, Lumix definitely going to clip the moon pies because I knew that he would. That's a moment. Like, that's something I would clip. Like, if VP ate an entire box of moon pies, there would 100% be a video called, you know, Vegan Patriot eats an entire box of moon pies. So I knew he would clip it. Well, whenever Lumix saw it in the chat when he was making the clip, he put it like, he featured it in the video. And so whenever I went back and was in Wings' chat, like very lightly trolling him, he remembered my name and he was like, mods, Mark Fusion just sitting in the chat trolling me. I'm going to start demodding people. So Lumix is kind of responsible for me getting banned. But totally worth it.
It certainly has. Whipped off ropes, and again, that thunderous forearm, that clothesline across the chest.
Also, Lumix is like a news network. Like, almost as soon as the stream ends, like, there's going to be a clip up, like, pretty shortly most of the time. Every once in a while, you have to have a triage video from Wings of Sigma. But, like, Lumix is able to get the stuff up really fast, and it's just like, it summarizes it perfectly. I like Joe in Naptown, though.
Steve Dahl, in my estimation. Wait a second. Bradley out of nowhere with that flying head scissors and almost a pinfall.
A good 1-2 effort there by Bradley. He knows what he's doing at all times.
Who else out there is like a good clipper?
Dangerous maneuver here.
It absolutely is. And Bradley is shoved off the top rope.
Shout out to YouTube Butterfly still for clipping Vegan sitting on the cake.
Dahl on the top rope now. He comes across with that flying crossbody. Count of 1 and 2, and it's all over.
Also beautifully executed there by Steve Dahl.
I mean,
He was striving for his belt.
I don't know, no, but I mean, do I hear people say things or do people tell me things? Yeah, but I mean, I don't know anything for sure. I try not to think about it, honestly, because, and I mean this sincerely, I don't really care who Joe is, and I don't mean that in, like, a bad way, but, like, I just don't, I'm not even curious about it. Like, I'm really not. I just think of whatever Joe Shabatoni in chat is, like, I just think of that persona, and I don't really care, like, who's typing behind it or whatever. I've heard a lot of people. I've heard a lot of names, though, to be fair.
As we said, Steve Dahl and Bob Bradley, and now Steve being hugged by the adoring fans about ringside here. That was great, great wrestling.
And let's look at him as he
I do think it would narrow the list down based on how much time Joe Shabatoni spends in my chat, because there are definitely a lot of people that are also in the Boyd who don't like my content or at least like don't hang out here. So I definitely think if you believed it was a known person, I think that would narrow it down significantly, because Joe does spend a decent amount of time in here.
emerged into the arena. He looked already a victor. What a leap that was. Very high, very accurate.
Absolutely, and a tremendously impressive victory, ladies and gentlemen, for sensational Steve Dahl. Stay with us. This is the American Wrestling Federation.
Yeah, Joe started clipping right as I, like,
Ladies and gentlemen,
he was
back
coming
we are.
up when, like,
The
I
American
was
Wrestling
phasing
Federation,
out.
Warriors of wrestling, truly professional wrestling the way it should be.
And there's a superb athlete there in the ring. He's looking for another victory. I had a talk with him before he came into the ring, and he said this is going to be a tough match, and I assured him it is going to be a tough match.
Well, I'm not so sure that he realizes just how tough this match is going to be.
I'd kind of like to clip B Stevie, but his videos are already so short. Like, what do you clip out of a 10-minute video? You know what I mean?
It is the blacktop. I don't want nobody looking at her. All right.
Nobody look at Big Mama.
Sorry.
Can you imagine? I tried to get into his dressing room to interview him. He had the sheer audacity to
Well, what I like about Joe's videos too is that he puts what happens in the video in the title. So even if, like, even if you don't have time to watch the clips, like you can kind of keep up. You get like an overview just from the titles of like, you know, you can kind of keep up on what's going on.
It's the first time I've ever agreed with the Blacktop Bully. And there's a look at Big Mama. Oh, look at the cords in his neck sticking out. He comes
Well, there's no way that it's EFD because unless EFD is like some kind of Kaiser Soze that, you know, puts on a tuxedo and combs his hair and, you know, it's this entirely different person in real life. There's just no way. Like Joe definitely has a much better grasp of content than EFD did. No offense to EFD.
hostile. He leaves the ring hostile. This is a very dangerous man. And he doesn't like anybody looking
I've heard from, there's one person who has, and I don't know why they continuously tell me, because like, what am I going to do about it, even if it was true? I have always heard from multiple people, like the name that comes up the most is always Lalo. But see, I don't buy Lalo because I don't think Lalo would come into my chat and hang out.
But there she is. How can you avoid that?
Well, I'm not so sure that anybody can avoid looking at Big Mama.
Vinny is Kaiser
No question
Soze,
about it.
yes.
She certainly is a sight to behold, along with her man, the man who pulled her out of her own truck into his own, the Blacktop Bully.
I think that was somebody else's truck, not hers. However, look at it, quick to action. And down
Big
the
Mama,
road,
one of them
talking
like
about-
high
and he's
mileage
colliding with the
cigarette
Stormtrooper.
Well, the
gilfs.
Stormtrooper is getting stormed on right about now. The Blacktop Bully, who absolutely relishes hearing those bones break and those ligaments tear, and I'm not being facetious. He loves it. That is what makes him tick. Anytime he can injure somebody,
Hey, what's up, VP?
put him out of wrestling, he says, all I do that for is to make sure they don't come back and fight me a second time.
That's a good thought for him. Mind you, what I want to
VP, I hope you don't mind. I showed your two Instagram story pictures to Daninsky.
see here, and I'm hoping to see it, is the breaker one-liner. I really enjoy that punishing move. that
Very,
he does.
very
Ladies and
respectfully.
gentlemen, while we are on the subject of professional wrestling in the American Wrestling Federation, one of the true superstars and one of the most popular stars anywhere, let's hear from the Moon Man. Koko
The moon.
B.
Oh, I thought he said the Moon Man.
Oh, yeah. Next week, Frankie, you and I, we got to do the bird in the American Wrestling Federation. I want the fans out there to put your left arm up and your right arm, too. Now you do it. The bird.
Oh, my God.
American Wrestling Federation. Isn't that right, Frankie? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it was nice to hear from Frankie for a change, and we take a look at the Blacktop Bully, and while we have an opportunity, we want to say hello to everybody watching us on WPTT television in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Dr. Sam Siegel, and of course from the world of sports.
Oh, yeah, I saw you post that you were taking requests
again.
again.
In Pittsburgh, and how about football? John Madden and Terry Bradshaw, big fans of the American Wrestling
Oh, no.
Federation.
Yes, they're always
You're
trying to get
a
my own
professional,
results.
VP. You understand. This is the entertainment business, not the fancy business.
A minute now.
You'll get it together.
The bully in the middle of the ring, setting him up. We have seen this so many times as he methodically takes his opponent apart. Oh, there it is. You love this. I know you love this.
Keep it on. Keep it on. Don't break it.
Alfred wants him to break his arm.
Breaker one-niner there, and the Blacktop Bully has discharged his opponent. The Stormtrooper, come on, referee.
Well, we were just talking about how I think just the summer content, especially with like there was a lot going, the entire, like, pretty much everything from the Scooter arc on, I feel like this year has been like pretty fantastic content wise. Like, but especially you had like, for the drama people, they had like the legal showdown, and then for like the vibe people, there was like that the rotation of like balcony, stairwell, bed chats.
Blacktop Bully doesn't hear officials. He doesn't hear the bell. All he wants to listen for is the snapping of
More
balls.
chill than YouTube.
And what an impressive victory that was by the Blacktop Bully. One might ask, who is possible
I don't think YouTube will allow me to clip those kind of vibes.
Federation to face the Blacktop Bully and
We respect your professionalism as
He's
always.
a force to be reckoned with. I'm sure there are superstars here in the American Wrestling Federation that would be eager to get into the ring with the bully. Unfortunately, the Stormtrooper was not up to the caliber, the talent level of this wild man from the highways.
No, it was a vain attempt to have a go at Blacktop Bully. It didn't work out for the Stormtrooper, and I'm sure it won't work out for many, many more competitors.
Yeah, Kings was great content.
Well, he certainly is that.
What would
Take a
King?
look at this.
What would
Boy,
Kings technically be classified as? Like a podcast? Panel discussion?
barreled them down like a Mack truck.
That was the
Oh yeah, the
connection we
cake
were
video.
talking about before. Stormtrooper didn't stand a chance from there on.
And ladies and gentlemen, right now I've got word standing by at the American Wrestling Federation offices of Paul Alberstein.
We watched that the other day. That is such a great video.
Missy Hyde, take it away.
Thanks, Mick and Alfred, and I'm outside the executive offices of the American Wrestling Federation because I got the scoop that there is some negotiations going on back behind those doors to bring in a superstar here to the AWF. Now, I don't have it right now, but hopefully by the end of the hour, I'm going to find out who it is. Oh, wait. Sir, you can't go in there.
Lady, I'm Boogaloo Brown.
Wait, so, okay. Go right ahead. He's been waiting for you. Wait.
VP,
you're not
look
going
at.
in there.
Have you
You're
ever
gonna have to
seen
tell
this
me
guy
what's
here?
going on. I wanna
Boogaloo Brown.
know who's the superstar that's coming here to the AWF.
Mr. Hyde, everybody want to know. I'm busy right now. I got an important meeting. I'll talk to you later.
Well, but
My favorite clip of you is. Do you remember that guy, that Asian guy, George? He was one of my favorite VP side characters, and you would meet up with him sometimes and do like I call them like walk and talks with Mayor George. But that guy cracked me up. Anytime he was around, I thought the content was gold, like the mayor of the parking lot.
well, obviously, there's something going on in there that I've got to find out. And hopefully, by the end of the hour, I'm going to know. Because he's in there. His guys are wrestling this hour. Something's going on, and I'm going to have the scoop.
I think Chris E got replaced, so
Thanks very much.
they phased out the trad girl and brought in the ultimate, like, ring rat.
Busy. I'm with Commissioner Jim Brunzell. Jim.
Boogaloo
right off the
Brown. What
bat,
a
any
name. How
truth
come
to
he
what
never
Missy
made it
is
to the
saying?
big time?
Is there another superstar coming to the American Wrestling Federation?
Well, that's true, Ken. Paul and I have been negotiating with another superstar, and wherever Missy
like a
Hyde is
realtor.
getting her scoop from, she's right on.
Very interesting indeed. Jim, let me ask you, in fact, I've got to congratulate you. Your actions last week in the title match between Cowboy Bob Orton and Tito Santana.
Yeah, you would go in and you were going to like the Asian nail salon, and then you would film the entire nail process. And I was like, I posted, I think, like an entire clip of you getting your nails done, and some people got really mad about it. Like, they were like, this is so boring. And I'm like, well, it says in the title, like, what it is.
Coming in and ordering the match restarted was unbelievable.
Well, we think that we want to have
Your
the rules
all-time
mean
favorite is
something
when
in the
VP
American
pissed
Wrestling
in that guy's
Federation,
face in
and,
the parking lot.
At that time, the referee was not in full
Well, we all
mental
can appreciate
capacity to make the
VP's
right call,
artistry.
so we had to
Many
restart
talents
the match, and
in
I'm
her
glad it came out,
art.
and I want to congratulate Tito. He's a tremendous fellow.
Jim, speaking of rules, what's the latest on nails?
Well, nails has been fined, and I just want to tell the people in the viewing audience right now that we have a match signed next week for Mr. USA Tony Atlas against Nails, so maybe they'll be able to settle their feud.
Right here on television next week.
Right
VP
here
does
on
not
TV
shy
next week.
away
Jim,
from the
thanks
piss
very much.
content.
Good to see you. And now, I guess you could say in some ways you have to give the devil his due. The Blacktop Bully putting together quite a winning streak here in the American Wrestling Federation.
Oh, and then remember too, at some point in all of this, there was like the Agrabah venture VP Aladdin crossover. That was really funny too.
I'm a highway patrol, and I can't stand highway patrols. Second of all, I'm here for one reason. That's to put the breaker one.
Going over hundreds of loose, unorganized court documents in a public park. That was so Kino.
Down on somebody's arm and break it. The one thing I can't stand is you.
Vegan Patriots Evidence Symposium.
Every time I come to the ring, everybody is eyeing my honey.
And then, even though I think the channel got nuked, so the VOD is gone, but there was that absolutely amazing night where the wrestler Raven came in and was hitting on her, and I kept saying these like really deep cut wrestling lore things to him, and he was really digging it. And he started like donating money to VP like in honor of me and I think Lark in the chat.
That means nobody looks at my honey. That's you too.
I would be like, VP, be careful around Raven. He showed his dick to Stephanie McMahon. And Raven would put like a bunch of laughing emojis.
Whatever you say, the Blacktop Bully, Big Mama. We'll be back with more right after this.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back with the American Wrestling Federation. Professional wrestling the way it should be. And Lord Alfred Hayes, Missy Hyatt doing her very, very best to try and get the scoop and find out who's coming.
And this is pretty public. I mean, it's public knowledge, but he got caught in bed naked with Becky Bayless when she was like 15. And no charges were pressed because both people said that like nothing happened or whatever. But it's something people still kind of talk about sometimes. But I was in the chat. I was like feigning. Like, I was like, oh my God, I was like concern trolling for VP. And I was like, oh my God, VP, be careful. You know, and I was like, Raven, you better tell her about Becky Bayless.
Coming to the American Wrestling Federation.
I know who that is.
I don't believe you.
I do indeed. And it's a big surprise.
Well, that remains to be seen. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, get ready.
ATF Media is probably so mad that we're talking to VP. He calls her Veg Vag.
Right behind him, our flag bearer, a mirror this week, one of the community leaders, and the Sarge, a true patriot in the world of professional wrestling and in the regular world as well. This man saluting the flag, high-fiving everybody about ringside. They absolutely
Oh no, ATF Media might tell you where you could get cheap weed if you could get to Michigan.
love the Sarge, and I've got to tip my hat to him. Over the past several weeks, he has successfully rid the world of the likes of General Adnan and the like. They are completely frustrated by the Sarge.
What you mean is he has successfully poked his nose into everybody else's affairs and upset everything. Believe me, Tito Santana would not be the world champion that he is now if it hadn't been for the Sergeant.
Well, I tell you
Oh,
what,
he's
you might
stealing
be
that,
right, Mike
stealing that
Remember
baby.
him, the Sergeant Slaughter, as he's got them youngsters
Oh my
from that
God.
baby.
Just
Oh,
gorilla
wow.
pressed a good
Sergeant
kid.
Slaughter, you may be right. Maybe he was influential in keeping General Adnan in his chair.
Now he's blowing his nose on the flag.
Oh, cut it out. He's doing nothing of the kind. And speaking of people who are snake-like, where is Mr. Fuji?
I know where he is, and I'm not going to tell you because, as I've said before, you are just a common little man.
Well, never
You're a
mind
common
then.
little
Trying
man.
to talk to you. Sergeant Slaughter about to do battle with Nasty Ned here. The Sarge looks absolutely tremendous. You know something? He is probably in the best shape of his life, and Nasty Ned can do all the nasty talk that he wants. He's in the ring with a true legend in this sport.
Well, I hope he rips his head off. Nasty Ned is a very good wrestler. He's very accomplished. However, unbelievably...
Oh my God, it's getting the video is like degrading more and more. Man, I am so blazed, man. Oh my God, we're only like half. Oh my God. I gotta get it together. You feel super confused about your place in life versus then you didn't know.
In that chant of USA, what's the matter with being patriotic?
What is the matter because that fellow is not patriotic? If he was patriotic, he would be saluting Queen Elizabeth.
Well, you've got your countries mixed up, I'll tell you that. The Sarge with a little... Oh, wait a minute now. We don't see
Oh
the
boy,
Sarge
look at this. Look at old Bob Remus go.
Showing off again just because he can dance.
They should chant, "You still got it."
Ladies and gentlemen, here in the American Wrestling Federation, Sergeant Slaughter has to contend with some very, very dangerous individuals. Among them,
Some real bad hombres.
a man we're going to hear from right now. He is the convict himself.
Yeah, I'm cresting for sure. Are you cresting, VP?
Once again to the authorities.
Kinetic Kel said the other day when she was painting that she was too wet to finish, and I told her she had really better not say stuff like that while King TL's around.
Jim Brunzel, I hope you got a little bit of extra spending money. But let's get to the real point. Tony Atlas,
Let's get to the real point.
Come in the ring next week, and I'm going to break you in half.
What a matchup that is going to be. Finally, it's all going to come to a head. Nails against Tony
Oh man, I love
And
moonwalks.
now look at Nasty Ned being his nastiest. And Sergeant Slaughter, oh, look at him suffer. Isn't that a shame?
Well, I think it is, and I tell you what, Nasty Ned better be at his absolute nastiest right now. Because when the Sarge turns it on, Nasty Ned better get out of Dodge.
I don't think the Sergeant is going
You're gonna do yoga streams? Sounds good. I've seen some wild yoga streams on YouTube Live. We all know that Ben liked to go into the back of the RV with a lingerie stream, but do you think he likes to go into the back of the RV with a yoga stream? Or is that kind of too... Is there not a sexual component to that, whereas with the lingerie, it's more of there's more of a direct sexuality?
Nasty Dan sent airborne, and now Sergeant Slaughter loading up the Slaughter cannon, and he nails it. Nine of the canvas. That tremendous weight and all that force coming at you. Now signaling for...
Well, yeah, and then Daninsky came in and he told her, he's like, oh, it's two Gooner Kings, King TL and Mark Fusion. She was like, oh, good, now there's three. You were a stripper? We watched a clip of you dancing on Boy Watch Live last episode. Very high IQ content, very popular.
And I told him not to pick up that child. He's very dangerous, you know. Well, he's certainly picking up Nasty Ned in a big way there. Dropping him to the canvas. Missed the Slaughter cannon.
What?
That was just the highlight of the whole match there.
What did you say? What is this? It's not the same having fun versus getting some dude's socks knocked off. Is this? Oh, so you're saying there's a difference between like legitimate yoga and like a sexual yoga? So if Ben is cranking it in the back of the RV to a yoga stream, he would probably get like a... He could find like a dirty yoga stream.
Man can get onto that rope and dive the way he does. Well, Sergeant Slaughter with a most impressive victory here in the American...
Knocking some dude's socks off?
Maybe 4 years down the road, and look at this. The youngsters upon ringside pouring into
Get these kids out of the ring.
That's not right. Children shouldn't have such happiness.
Children shouldn't have...
That's not right. Children shouldn't have such happiness. Ladies into the ring to celebrate with the Sarge. That's not right. Children shouldn't have such happiness. Ladies and gentlemen, stay with us. We're coming right back as the celebration for the Sarge continues. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for the...
Have you ever been to Dundee, Ohio, VP? I just got some Dundee, Ohio fudge.
Look at that ring. There's 6 stars in there, and as I say, every one of them a star, a superstar in his own right. Well, there's a mysterious combination of the Texas Hangman.
A test run for angles, yeah.
The Super Destroyer, devastating. Well, this promises to be a very exciting tag team match. All the ingredients are present to make that excitement come through. Absolutely, as we take a look at Conan 2000.
Yeah, Randy keeps telling me that you were Miss Ohio.
What a matchup. You've got all the ingredients as you said.
When I've discussed you with people out in the real world, I'll often mention that you're a former Miss Ohio and January 6th rioter.
And this is a good one. And you forgot to mention one other word there.
That's some middle of the nowhere shit. Where is that? Oh, I don't know. That's the name of the town. It was Dundee, Ohio. And there was like a, I don't want to say Mennonite, but you know what I mean? There was a lot of like real chill people.
For heaven's sakes, ladies and gentlemen, as we get
Fudge lore is strong. We're here, hold on, I'll show it to you, hang on.
He's challenging virtually all 3 members of the combination. I'm going to ask you again, you sidestepped it. Who is in the ring right now? Is that Killer or Psycho of the Hangman? That's, you don't know. You don't know. I do know. Oh, big shoulder tackle, and one of the Hangmen hits the deck. Norris over the top now. Very agile for a man almost 300 pounds. He's chopping everybody down, everybody in sight. All 3 masked men hit the deck courtesy of Charlie Norris. And I was about to say that it looks as if Chief Norris could take these 3 by himself. And he practically did. Well, he tossed Billy Two Eagles off the top, and now another Native American star with that double clothesline now. Conan 2000 in the ring. It's all broken loose.
He's such an exciting young prospect, Conan 2000, and now he's putting it to work here in this ring in this six-man.
Yes, for everyone, just so that we all understand, VP is to be recognized as a suburban princess who does not have a lifestyle of homelessness, okay?
Match that really is thrilling everybody here.
Well, in my estimation, your lordship, there should always be two referees handling a six-man tag team match. The action always
hang on.
out onto the floor in the ring. You've got to have eyes in the back of your head.
Yeah, you would want something like that, wouldn't you?
Yes, I would want more.
You spoil all the fun, wouldn't you?
See, this is Dundee, Ohio fudge.
Conan 2000 in for the cover, count of 1 and 2, and almost over just that quickly.
So exciting stuff here from Conan 2000 as he tags in the
Okay, if you wanna know the exact place that okay, it's Main Street Fudge and Popcorn. This is fudge from direct from Dundee, Ohio. Plus size? Oh, come on, VP. We all saw the Instagram pictures.
What a series of maneuvers by this youngster.
That was very pretty indeed.
Yeah, like Bill Dundee.
The hangman went right over the top. The speed and the finesse of Two Eagles as he's going
This shit is gay.
I am very, very impressed with this young man.
Me too, I must
Fudge
say,
mashing.
very exciting. We know how good the Texas hangmen are. We know how good the Super Destroyer is. But now we're seeing what Pretty Two Eagles can do, along with his compatriot there, the Charlie Norris.
Dancing stick figures? It's from a haunted farm.
Almost 300 pounds, as I said. And speaking of Minnesota, very quickly, we want to wish
Says it's
our
got
friend James
chocolate.
Johnson up in Minneapolis a
Chocolate
happy
liquor,
birthday,
salt.
as well as a great young wrestling fan, Robert Lipkin. Robert, happy birthday to you too, my friend. And
Happy birthday to you.
Alma Threadneedle as well.
She just had a birthday.
Well, she can have another one, can't she?
In the ring, Conan 2000, working on one of the...
VP, can you believe that Jedi Joy was in Manhattan to do work, and she got interrupted by Grace Thorpe and Lalo, and apparently Lalo, who is like Grace's Latino kind of gay bestie, apparently he had some kind of committed a sex crime against Jedi Joy, but we're still getting all the details.
Hangman, off the rope, big shoulder tackle. That's a powerhouse in there. In Conan 2000, short close.
Dundee in Scotland.
Wait a second. From the outside of the ring, the Super Destroyer.
Well, that's the way to put out a fire. That is what you do. Really good tag team work there.
Well, I have to agree, illegal or not, the Super Destroyer was Johnny on the spot there, and now Conan 2000 is in the wrong part of the ring. He's trying to battle his way out. I'm not sure if he can do it. As we're down to the last half minute here, Conan attempting to fight off both of the...
Jedi Joy is one quarter of the Healthy Family Force, which is the two Jedi, Rich and Joy. And they live with Rich's mom, Gangster Gloria, who's in her 80s, and then Rich's schizophrenic sister. And they all live in this elderly retirement community. And the Jedi only eat beef. What is it? Beef, water, and weed.
Texas Hangman, but now he's paying a price.
Oh, that's much too big for him to chew. He's really paying the price now. He's a youngster and a little bit brash. Now he's paying for that brashness.
I'm not sure if it's brashness or not, but at any rate, it's the Super Destroyer tagged in right now. There's a couple of lefts and then a right, and Conan is dropped as the seconds tick away here in the opening round.
While he wasted his time there, he should have leapt upon him and pinned him. He had the opportunity.
And ladies and gentlemen, this has been an outstanding opening round. If you're scoring on points, I don't envy the judges one bit. Very, very even matchup. And as we are between rounds right now, you talk about controversy.
But there's been kind of a drama breakthrough because I guess Joy had kind of like a little bit of a crash out, and then she said that she didn't really want to be a hooker basically, and that Rich was keeping all the money or something like that. But I mean, she was really drunk, and I mean, who knows, but
Colorful characters in the American Wrestling Federation. Let's hear from Honky Tonk Man and
That's Honky Tonk Man. Let's go.
Thousands of cards and letters are pouring in for the Honky Tonk Man, and they're wanting to know, is Angel Baby and the Honky Tonk Man on such a roll that we can't be stopped? All I can say is...
Having OPC Don investigate a rape, that's kind of a, that's not the best choice.
Yes, we are. The franchise is doing very well. I've got a lot to say about it.
The franchise.
Time to talk now. My mind is on championship matches. My mind is...
Honky Tonk Man's like, don't worry, this franchise is doing great. It closes after one more episode.
Tito Santana. My mind is on singing. My mind is on dancing. And, of course, it's especially on... playing my guitar. So if the AWF and everybody...
It's all ops. Everybody is ops in the Grace-averse. There's no real collabs. It's all ops. Everyone's an op.
Everybody else will just line them up. The Honky Tonk Man is going to knock them down. Stop ducking. Stop dodging, Santana. Come to the Honky Tonk Man. Join the franchise.
Well, you know, for a man who started that segment by saying he didn't have time to talk about anything, he certainly rambled on there. The Honky Tonk Man, along with Angel Baby, he doesn't know how to play that guitar at all.
Angel Baby.
That was beautiful music he was saying. You don't know anything about music, do you?
Well, I know something about six-man tag action as we're back to the action in the middle of the ring.
No, I mean, you're from, like, real IP2. Right now... the Thorpes are in kind of like a diet IP2 on Kick. It's a little bit degen, but no, people aren't like having real knockdown, drag out fights and pissing on each other and stuff like that.
Super Destroyer missed with that attempt. Oh, man, what a drop kick.
Oh, that was a tremendous drop kick. Only one man can deliver a drop kick like that. Of course, it's Conan 2000.
Tremendously powerful, not only upper body, but also leg strength. And Conan trying to roll Super Destroyer over, but the Hangman interferes and interrupts the pin attempt.
And that is tag team work at its best there. Conan with a beautiful pile driver, but nothing came of it.
And two Eagles ran into the boot from the Super Destroyer now. Whipped into the ropes, off over the top. What a great maneuver!
Oh, how quick! Really, two Eagles in.
But, I mean, I am a huge Grace fan, but at the same time, I mean, I thoroughly believe that Grace is a masterclass apex social predator, so... I mean, she's always interesting to watch in her social interactions.
Super Destroyer.
And ladies and gentlemen, here's a combination you want to deal with. Let's listen right now to Rico Suave and, of course, his family. Do we have to listen to this?
Certainly.
You know, all you brain-dead humanoids might be wondering exactly why the tag team champions of the world have their backs to you. Well, it's very simple. You don't deserve to look at their beautiful faces. You know something? And that's all I keep on hearing these days about the Road Warriors.
Hi, VP. What did I say that you want to know what I meant by it? I'm sorry. My brain clicked off.
Well, that's real smart.
I was thinking about Eric McHenry for a second, and then time started passing really quickly.
And why didn't he turn around and face the other way?
Listen up, all you brain-dead humanoids.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's a charmer.
Well, he speaks a lot of sense. He makes sense, I should say.
All right,
he makes a lot of sense.
To six-man tag action. This is hot and heavy. Continuing on here. That's two Eagles with a great...
Do I think Ben and Grace are social? I mean, I have no idea. I'm not a psychologist. I think they,
by the Super Destroyer.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to get into it, but I can understand why people might think that they were, and I also understand people who see signs that, like, you know, maybe they're not.
Now Billy Two Eagles is being stopped by one of the Texas Hangmen. I believe that's Killer in the ring right now, isn't it?
No, that's Psycho. Get them right, will you?
Wait a second now. Oh! Good grief. The back of the head snapping on the canvas. That's got to be Whiplash City right there.
That was really a nice maneuver there by the Texas Hangman. A delayed drop
New
there.
streamer, Apex Social Predator. I mean, like, there's nothing happening in, like, the Grace world that's on the level of, like, Jewel or, you know, that kind of stuff. There's just some, like, oh, you know, like 10 seconds of, oh, the camera didn't really, you can't even really tell what's happening in that fight scene, but there's nothing, like, super crazy going on.
I'm afraid it's lights out for his team and his partners, Conan 2000 and Chief Charlie Norris.
Well, certainly the
Abby content.
The Super Destroyer cutting off the ring. The referee out of position a little bit there. In for the cover. Up by the time the referee returned, Billy Two Eagles was able to kick out of that pin attempt. Oh, what a sight suplex that was. And a beauty in for the cover, but this time Conan makes the save. And now the referee seems to be losing control here. Super Destroyer in the ring right now.
I wouldn't
Kick.
say he's losing control.
Well, she's here too. She's on a Thorpe Tube on Kick, or Thorpe TV here.
Over there by the Super Destroyer. I think that Billy Two Eagles is out on his almost out.
Almost out as we
They
are
are probably pretty looking to collab with just about anybody, if you were really looking to.
Is there enough time for the pin? In for the cover, count 1 and 2. Oh, there was enough time, but Two Eagles was able to kick out, and that's it, ladies and gentlemen. What a round! You have to give that one to the masked man.
Well, certainly, Billy Two Eagles took a great deal of punishment there. His team trying to drag him back to their corner.
And ladies and gentlemen, a very, very even matchup so far. Stay with us. We're coming back. This 6-man tag team match continues.
Yeah, the Thorpes are known for their bridge burns. I think I can say that and remain like
Ladies and gentlemen, we are into round 3, and I've got to tell you, our judges at ringside, Tony Brown
unbiased.
and Matt Edelman out of Stamford, Connecticut, they have got their hands full in calling this one, your lordship.
Indeed, as much as I have, because I've been unable really to find any difference between these two teams. They've been so evenly matched. If anything, maybe the Hangman
Sometimes.
a hair in front.
Well, I'm not so sure about
Sometimes
this.
they
You have to
travel.
wonder if the Texas Hangman
They have an RV. I don't know, like, I don't know really. I don't know what the state of the RV is. To put TBH, to keep it in vegan speak. But they do have an RV, and I think it can... Well, no, Joe was going to buy him an RV or something. I can't remember. They do normally travel. That's when they're actually, like... That's when they're at their most powerful, is when they're mobile.
are a little bit lost. Their manager, Boogaloo
Couple?
not at
Well...
She's at the office.
It's like I told you. Some people think that they are. Some people think that they have a... Some people just think they have like a weird emotional relationship, but there is a contingent of people who think that they have a physical relationship as well.
Of the president of the American Wrestling Federation, Paul Alperstein. And of course, we want to hear from Missy Hyatt, hopefully by the end of the program, trying to find out what's going on down there. This is all broken loose here, and the Hangman and Super Destroyer perhaps lacking a little bit of cohesiveness with Boogaloo not in the building.
But yeah, it's father-daughter.
But I'm sure it's something really, really big. That is
Like, that's the main thing they're known for, is incest.
And Billy Two Eagles fighting for his very life.
I don't personally think that's the best part of their content. That doesn't sound very good, but I don't think it's the best part of their content, but it is kind of what they're infamous for. Platonic relationship.
They were lit by the noose, and they certainly were just there. And if you can get away with something, boy, you can't get away with that, though. Wow.
He hit his own tag team partner, and now
Yeah.
Two Eagles, who has taken some punishment right now. If he can regroup, he's got to get something going, and he does.
What's up, G? Thanks.
His partner, Native American Charlie Norris, and the big chief from Red Lake, Minnesota. Wait a second now. Super Destroyer mounting a comeback of his own.
Oh, man, this guy's awful.
He's a big, powerful man, Chief Charlie Norris. He's worked up now, a little dancing there. Although I've never
Look
seen
at
that
this guy
particular
go,
dance
man.
before.
He looks like he's in a Las Vegas magic show.
Buckle there by Super Destroyer.
Destroyer there, so they're not averse to sharing this particular role.
No question about that. There's another double chop. It's all broken loose. There's Charlie Norris mounting that top ring rope. Super Destroyer being set up there. Big tomahawk chop.
That was out the big
Heroes have count of 1 and 2 and 3.
And just luckily he snaps that neck back again. He nearly lost that 1, 2, 3, but he was
Conan versus Vampiro. I don't think I've seen that one.
Chief Charlie Norris, Billy Two Eagles, and Conan 2000 take the measure of the masked men in this outstanding 6-man tag team main event here on the Warriors of Wrestling, the Texas Hangman.
Grace also really hates women, also, just to be fair. She's pretty open about that. Conan 2000. Beyond his time, he should have just not been. Like at any time. Terrible gimmick, I think.
There seems to be a little bit of dissension here among the ranks. They're shoving with the Super Destroyer now. They're going after their own tag team partner. The Hangmen have no scruples, no loyalty whatsoever.
Ooh, giving him the demolition treatment.
They took the Super Destroyer into their charge on their side.
Now somebody told me this was Maniac Mike from the Rock and Roll RPMs, but I don't know about that.
There was total chaos in the ring. Killer and Psycho and the Super Destroyer. Now this is very, very close here, Your
Here's
Worship.
the deciding force. See how he reaches up with his right hand, takes control of that leg, and then shows the 1, 2, 3. At the same time, being alert enough to lift his own shoulder.
Well, this was a tremendous matchup, and there you see the assault on their own partner. Stay with us, ladies and gentlemen. Warriors of Wrestling coming right back out.
Americans have the freedom of choice, and your choice for professional wrestling should be the American Wrestling Federation.
I thought they said they were coming right back. Okay, this is it. This is the final episode of AWF. 6 months from now, you're gonna shave your toes. How do you feel about maybe shaving your chest and hands as well? Why limit yourself right out of the gate, right? Final episode, everybody.
Hello again, everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of Warriors of Wrestling. I'm Ken Resnick along with Missy. Hi, Missy. Right off,
There's Cicero.
kind of on top of something, a new superstar coming to the AWF. Any news on that?
Not yet, Ken, and I have been trying. Believe you me. At least for the ground with the police talk to me.
Boy, they have every tape is just worse than the one before.
Talk man and Angel Bailey.
I just hope he doesn't sing, but if he does, Ken, I got a circular plug.
Excellent idea indeed. And what a week it's going to be here in the AWF. You'll see Koko B, Ware, the Maniac Manny Fernandez teaming up with Mr. Hughes. The Road Warriors will be in action, and Misty, what a main event.
Luna and King Lee. I haven't talked to Luna for a minute.
Nails is one man that I don't think anyone in the AWF can control.
I do not envy being in the shoes of Mr. USA Tony Atlas this week. Without further ado, let's go to ringside.
Mr. USA Tony Atlas, Miss Ohio, vegan patriot.
Thank you very much, Ken Resnick, and ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard the American Wrestling Federation and your lordship. You're looking
The American Freestyle Association, or what? Look at this guy, Damian Priest.
Oh, there's a happy camper. Bill Payne in a great mood this week.
Bring back Chrissy. We want the we like our women traditional around here. We don't like these 304s clogging up the airwaves. Here he comes. Oh man, one of my all-time favorites. I think for sure top 10. Maybe he could sneak into top 5, but for sure top 10. No, people wanted a trad interviewer. They went and recorded it. Well, that's good. We'll have to watch them on the Boyd Watch Saturday. Who? Bill Payne?
Stand up to that very well at all. And as Frankie looks on, take a look at the official American Wrestling Federation pants this week. They're worn by Cook. They're what? I said they're very nice. All right. They certainly have that. The red, white, and blue of the American Wrestling Federation and the fans.
Oh my gosh, come on. I gotta get a drink. I'll be right back.
A tactical move, and he's well advised to play that throughout this match. I wouldn't get into too hard a vein with this bout because Koko is very, very fast. Tremendous landing into the hip flat. Over the top he goes. And once again picks him up now. Scoop slam down the canvas. And there's Koko Beware showing his versatility. 3 different moves, each one of them very promising indeed. And the fans once again, ladies and gentlemen, on their feet doing the bird here with Koko Beware and the American Wrestling Federation.
The fudge lore is deep. It was kind of nice to be able to talk about Ohio area fudge with a former Miss Ohio. I think we can all agree on that topic. Ooh, Natasha.
What's it going to take for me to get an AWF World Heavyweight title match around here? Huh? Am I going to have to bring in my higher power from Havana, Cuba to get this title?
Higher powers from Havana, Cuba? Who's that? Savio Vega? Victor Quiones? Oh, you son of a bitch. I didn't know VP was still in the chat, or I wouldn't have made that Miss Ohio comment. You like the little the picture-in-picture?
He mocked him with the bird dog, and now he's making him pay. Well, once again, this is an awful lot of wasted time and energy. Koko Beware is nobody to fool around with, and if you got him on the ropes, you better follow up.
Oh, they do that kind of interview too?
You've got to stay with it. Once you've got a man down and in trouble, then that's where you keep him. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, the American...
Well, we were talking about how the trad interviewer got taken off, and I was remembering that I've got a clip of you where you you cut this big promo about how you're actually much more traditional than people give you credit for, and you like ran down a big list of examples.
Federation's a round system. If there's no clear-cut winner at the end of the designated round, 2 judges and a referee will make the call.
My spiritual advisor is moving in with whom? Yeah.
Oh, there's a shot to the jaw and a second time. Bill Payne is showing amazing reserve here, but Koko with a shot right between the eyes now. Oh, he pointed that head, and that is lethal. That headbutt. And what a headache Payne is going to have now for a long, long time to come. Oh, big bulldog. That's what doing right there on Koko. He might be wasting a little bit of time here as well. While he's just enjoying what he's salvaged for himself out of this bout. And it won't close here for a long time, but it looks now as if Koko Beware is in control. That there to the canvas, put into that reverse pin lock. Referee is making sure it's not a chokehold. The fans absolutely love this man as we are...
Stock up on bunny food and Coke? I don't think so. I don't have room. I could die any day. I can't make that kind of a commitment.
So I think he's actually taken an aggressive attitude. Congratulations to Payne.
Oh man, a second round? Is this also scheduled for 12?
Are you posturing to the crowd and the television camera? Classic mistake. The round comes to an end. The referee gets in between.
No. G thinks it'll just go. They'll just have a brief rest period, and then they'll start a second round. It's asinine.
This bell has gone back and forth ever since the first bell started. Ladies and gentlemen, the matchup will continue. This is the American Wrestling Federation. We're coming back. Round number 2. As the Ron girl showed you, Koko B, Ware, and Bill.
What happened? Was there really actually a big falling out? I heard about what she said, but I mean, I don't. Am I crazy for thinking that this isn't the first time she said stuff like that? I could be wrong. I don't know. I feel like she said those kind of things before. But she was always drunk, so like I never really knew, like, you know.
The Psychic Solution doesn't want you to be fooled by imitators. Here, all quality psychics speak for themselves. The other networks can only promise what we deliver.
She told me things before I told her, and I think that was more important.
I see you owed money, and the good news is it's coming real soon.
And we're expecting a large amount coming in from a back pay that we've never received. So it's coming.
You'll be amazed.
People on TV, you know, and they're talking about them and how they do this live, and I
Join
don't
the
really believe
excitement.
that they did it live. I thought it's true.
Told me about someone that I was interested in at work, which I was surprised because it just, you know, it just happened now. He was so accurate. It was unbelievable.
Has there been like an official eviction notice from the Jedi Temple? What will happen to Joy's Jedi status? I guess really you're not supposed to get attached as a Jedi.
I got her fixing them and everything. I got to call her again.
You heard it. Now try it. Get your free reading from Real Psychic. Call 1-800-695.
That's what I was going to say. Everybody made a really big deal about it, but to me it was just kind of like, oh, well, I don't, you know. I'm not saying, I don't know, you know, the entire story, obviously, but I did feel like she said stuff like that before. I just kind of assumed it's because she was drunk.
$189 worth of games.
You wonder if the phone number works? ATF Media usually calls him. But he's in a bad mood because Vegan Patriot was in the chat. She's gone now, though. I'm not falling for that again.
The most authentic sports games. And access to the internet all on your TV.
That Asian guy, though, that used to walk around in the parking lots with VP, it was so funny because as soon as she would walk into the parking lot, this guy would like walk like beeline over to her and then walk next to her like he was like a hype man, or like they were plotting against the world or something. I always thought he was the funniest guy. Parking lot mayor, George.
But when the time ran out, he had no idea. He couldn't believe the round was over. He spent way too much time posturing to the crowd and our camera. Well, that was not the experience.
All those videos got nuked. They're blaming Lalo. Give me a, okay, Gobbledygook, give me like a tasteful account, just a brisk to the point account of what Joy is claiming Lalo did. Does she have any feelings on children in their relation to a particular timeline? Oh no, watch out. Oh! See, I think this makes the job guy look better because it took Koko 2 rounds to beat this guy. You know what I mean? I feel like he gets more of a shine out of lasting to the second round than Koko does for just winning.
Thanks, guys. And Boogaloo
Oh,
Brown's
Boogaloo.
in the house because he's going to reveal to all of us who the new member of this organization is going to be.
First of all, Mr. Hyde, it's not my organization. It's the band Outlaws of Boogaloo Brown. How?
Okay, well, who's going to be the new member of the organization?
Did I even say that I would mention something like that? I don't remember. I don't even
Yeah,
remember
Ruby
doing it.
had a clip up, I think, of Grace reading a text from Joy with her thoughts on the situation.
Let me tell you one thing, baby. Let's get one thing straight. When I do reveal to everybody in the American Wrestling Federation who he is, everybody's going to be in awe. And everybody's going to drop down and beg Boogaloo Brown not to do it to them.
Well, let's get one thing straight.
Right now, people are writing off Boogaloo Brown. In the future, however, he's saying things are going to turn around. I have a good feeling about Boogaloo Brown.
I'm not your baby. Now let's go to my cousin.
Oh, wow, she had to really attack this guy.
My favorite guy, Sergeant Slaughter.
Thank
A
you very
sneaky
much, Jesse. I'm with America's
Sanchez.
hero, Sergeant Slaughter. Sergeant, I want to go back to last week, a couple of points. First
Oh, my
off, I know
gosh.
you
Look
honored
at this
our
terrible
friend
graphic
Amir
they got
Lama
for
with
him.
the opportunity to carry the American flag. Amir Sarge certainly is the kind of American that's always trying to help his fellow man.
He certainly is, and that flag was flown over the White House in my honor and given to me by the president. And it's my honor to let somebody like that carry that flag out to the ring for me.
Sarge, after the match, I was not only worried about your welfare, but that of the ring as well. About 200 kids out of nowhere all trying to touch you.
I'm telling you, I thought it was in an ambush. First, I thought maybe Fidel Sierra had come out there or General Adnan. I turned around, and there was all my fans. We had quite a celebration.
Sarge, last week when I talked to Tito Santana, Tito readily admitted that you are certainly one of the #1 contenders.
I don't know if you guys saw or not, but Trump actually administered a full blanket pardon to Sergeant Slaughter for the war crimes he committed during the Iraqi war.
And when that happens, all friendship leaves the area. Tito Santana, I'm going to come after you when they tell me it's time. And I, Sergeant Slaughter, will be the American Wrestling
Apparently she got stiffed on the money because the client never paid. Who was the client, though? You think we're seeing support from Ananje for Lalo being imprisoned?
Has air conditioning and 7-passenger seating with easy out roller seats. Features you can't get at this price on any other minivan. In fact, this special Voyager not only gives you more for your money than any other minivan on the road, but with a 16-valve...
Prison is a wet dream for Lalo.
It has 35 times the
Man, I'm thinking about George now. Man, I wish I would have clipped him, but I thought those days were going to last forever, and, you know, then cars get repossessed, scooters enter the picture, Purple returns, and George just kind of drifts off, and the channel gets nuked. All of George, I think there might be, I'm sure some of the, maybe the other, like other detractor channels, like, probably clipped. I would think clipped. Well, maybe not, though, because I can't imagine there was any, like, drama with George at any point.
Hi, I'm Cindy Close, and here's KWC.
You think it was the Road Warriors? That was a weird appearance, like, one time. Oh, man, what's up in Wichita?
A great tradition at WSU's Opera Theater, November
Total
30th
scumbag.
to 1st. Call 978-3233.
But whenever, I'm saying, though, like, just to be clear, whenever you say, like, the client, you're not talking about, like, another YouTube person. It's like a legitimate client in New York, like just some rando.
Holy Temple Church of God in Christ.
That's not like code for Ben or something, right? I'm just making sure.
At 11:30, call 262-5572. It's a Christmas auction. Come for cocktails and bid on great.
Pray for Joy's freedom.
More. Proceeds benefit the Metropolitan Ballet of Wichita, December 1st at the Wichita Marriott. Call 652-0415.
She could move in with that guy that's always in the chat telling her to take her shorts off. He seems to be really dedicated.
Call 683-5462. If you have an area event or announcement, please send information at least 2 weeks in advance to What's Up in Wichita.
He said he wouldn't care.
Wichita 67201.
We're back.
Well, I did have Airheads soda orange, but I finished that during the unfortunate interruption. Now I'm just drinking zero sugar citrus drop. Boy, look at these two guys.
superstars in professional wrestling, certain to meet head-to-head. Talk about superstars. Here we go.
We do need to find out what's going on in Wichita.
From the hood of Kansas City, here's the roughneck, Mr. Hughes, and his partner from Bellevue, New York, Maniac Manny Fernandez.
Oh God, this fake Manny Fernandez. Why the Rat Pack? Poor parking lot Mayor George. Erased from history. Another victim of the COVID-19 pandemic. No, he really wasn't. Remember that one stream though where we kept watching videos that just like had some twist to it, where they were like we were in the pandemic and we didn't know it? Cherry Hill, New Jersey. It's always Cherry Hill, New Jersey. Even Lawler Jarrett got their tapes from Cherry Hill, New Jersey. Was the poster from Cherry Hill, though?
And when you talk about Mr. Hughes, here's a huge man, 300 pounds, would you say, and yet he is so nimble. He's very light on his feet, and he can move rapidly. Well, there's the tag, and Chris Nelson comes in.
Oh, also, I asked Jedi Rich if he would consider giving me editor on Jedi Rich Creative Producer channel again, so that I can. I want to compile the entire Vegas lockdown arc. Constantly farting in the ring. What makes you think that? What gives it away? Like, is it a facial expression? Remember when McHenry looked right into the camera, like making eye contact with the audience, and then just like shit his pants? Not literally, but like kept ripping ass. Oh, man, that was a good bump. Oh, I didn't expect that guy to meatball out of the ring like that.
Hey, all you little twisters, this is Ronnie Twist.
Oh no, Ronnie Twist.
I started off in Tornado Alley, and now I'm here with the big boys. Thank you for all your support. Thank you for all your fan mail. And next week, you're going to see the Twister coming in.
Well, that's a powerhouse of a young man as well, Ronnie Twist, but it's still that roughneck I was talking about.
Ronnie Twist. Thank God we got to see him again. I showed a random clip of Eric McHenry. It wasn't random. I wanted to show one that got a lot of attention, so I showed the one where he did a message to Jennifer Lawrence saying that he was not gay and that he was actually really straight, the straightest guy she would ever meet or whatever. And that person, independent person that had no other context, said that they thought that there was definitely like that he was suffering from some kind of a disability of some kind. But Eric McHenry says he isn't. So, but I did put it to the test to an independent, unbiased person, and that's how they felt.
What a great inspiration this man is to those who study wrestling as an art. Well,
Eye contact during a fart is very intimate. Oh my God, it's like psychopath shit. Like, out of everything that Grace has ever done on camera, I think her blowing her nose into her hand is like the biggest red flag. It just seems like reptilian behavior.
He wants to give a little share to the Maniac. The Maniac needs the pleasing too.
question about it. President Paul Elphinstein, Jim Brunzel, Pete Miller.
I like to get outside input on the subjects from time to time. With the gay bar. What's the video called? 100% Real Proof? And Eric McHenry goes to gay bars. Oh, I know, it really... I don't think no, I did. I clipped her cutting her bangs. That really has really stuck with me, though. I'll wake sometimes. Some nights I wake up in a cold sweat thinking about it. And then complaining. Somebody said later on in the show or the next day or something, she was complaining about this keyboard being sticky, and she was blaming it on Ben. That dude was so athletic, absolutely. Ruby blowing her nose in her sweatshirt. Good Lord.
Thanks, guys. And next week in the main event, it's going to be Chris Adams versus Miguel.
Well, maybe there were actually more episodes. These are just the only ones I could find, I think.
I met you over there once before, Sierra, didn't I? And I didn't like you then, and I don't like you now. I'm over here trying to be a gentleman, and you're in America trying to knock the American people. That's not right. You know what? You might be big talking. You might have big muscles. You might have a big body, and you might be tough. But toughness to me is inside. It's the spirit that counts. And Chris Adams has the spirit, because I don't quit. And if you don't quit, you don't lose. So watch out, Sierra. I'm coming for you.
Thank you, Chris. Now let's go to my colleague.
Ooh, she's got on a Inspector Gadget coat.
Thank you very much, Missy. Good news indeed, gentlemen. Chris Adams, certainly one of the most popular wrestlers here in the American Wrestling Federation. And talking about popular, maybe not so popular, without question, two of the most colorful individuals in the American Wrestling Federation.
Jeez, ATF Media, wow, dude. Wow. Very vivid phrasing. Hey, here we go. Finally, the talent is here. This is where you can tell, like, where every penny went when Honky's on the screen. You're getting your entertainment money's worth. Taco meat and tuna? For your information, her dad said that it smells like fried sole, okay? Not tuna.
That's the only reason the honky tonk man's here. Because I want to sing, and I want to dance, and I want to play my guitar, Killer Ken.
Hell yeah. See, why couldn't Luke West have come back with a promo like this and been like, I don't care about the money. I just want to come here and sing and dance and play some music. Is that asking too much?
I can't interrupt you, but you keep talking about this franchise. What is it?
Cabbage crotch.
You don't need to know about right now, Killer Ken. When the time comes, the honky tonk man will tell you all about it. All I can tell you is right now, it's online, it's running full speed, it's 133 megahertz, it's 40 megs around, and the honky tonk man wants to sing, I want to dance, and I want to play my guitar. But most of all, I want that championship belt around my waist.
It's a big boring band. Man, you guys really turned on Luke.
That Angel Baby and the honky tonk man get. They all say, honky tonk man, we want you to shake, rattle, and roll Tito Santana, but he will not get me a match, and I won't. So until he does, I'm going to sing, and I'm going to dance, and I'm going to play my guitar. Let's go, Angel Baby. We got work to do. Well, if anything will get Tito Santana.
Killer Kyle? I remember Killer Kyle from Smoky Mountain, I think, but I don't remember him in this one. Back from McDonald's? Awesome. What'd you get, buddy? Oh boy, here's the rest of the money.
Right where it is. Don't you change that channel. The Angel Rep and and the Warriors are coming right back. I can't wait to plaster somebody in the lower mandible. Right.
Oh man, this is like a... Oh, because of the commercials. Who's the announcer here? Karch? Mick Karch. And who's with him? Is it Alfred Hayes still? I don't think it's Alfred Hayes, is it?
Cy Sterling and Hair Club for Men announce a breakthrough in hair technology. Just see for yourself, up close, how natural your hairlines will look.
I've seen too many people that have tried surgery or products that promise to go.
I don't know if I'm gonna make it through the rest of the stream or not.
Non-surgical that would give me the results that I was.
Yeah, I remember, man, Wave Race was at the time was so cool.
Of Hair Club's exciting new technology brochure. Now you can comb your hair straight back and have the look you've always wanted.
Listen, you can comb your hair straight back now, fellas.
My office also about what my friends were going to think. After I had my hair done, even my hairline was so natural, nobody even knew I had anything done.
So call now.
Remember when the Furby apologized to King TL for bringing up hair, and he was like, "Why would you apologize for that?" And she's like, "Because you're bald." And he's like, "I'm bald by choice."
And by the way, I'm not only the Hair Club president, but I'm also a client.
Good guys, I need to play down here. Hang on, Mike. We're working on something up here. It's got 3 wide rockets. This list won't work. What about quick play? Okay, Mike, we're almost there. Come on. We can pro split Z out. What tickets are on up there? Okay, Mike, here we go. 3 wide, 78, Z out, Y cross. All right, all set? Let's go. Good play, guys. Good job.
It's shape, cut, sand, strip, and route. Introducing the Ryobi Multi-Tool, just one of Ryobi's many power tools.
Oh no, back you're talking about shaving yourself again? It's a real McHenry kind of thing to talk about. How far in advance do you plan your shave routine? Honky Tonk Man has left the building. Well, and with it, pretty much all the entertainment. I mean, how do you follow Honky Tonk Man? Oh boy. Generation X. Yeah, King and Furby was one of the all-time great, especially because it had that incredible intro where King came storming in from off screen and the camera like zoomed in perfect and followed him. I was so keen-o. Oh, well, at least we get Road Warriors versus, who were these guys again? Oh, Generation X. Halfwood is an Olympic swimmer, yes. I don't think the Legion of Doom gonna need 2 rounds on this one. Oh, wow. That was some King Kong shit. Oh, my God. Wow. Boom. I gotta see it again, I'm sorry. One more time. Good grief. Kinetic Kel has a camera that follows him, or follows her as well. She may have one that follows King TL, I'm not sure. But you'll notice sometimes in her videos, it'll track looking for her sometimes. Or like zoom to pick her up as she comes into frame. LOD, they were here one other time. Since the check cleared, yes. Did he even tag? Get it. Be serious. Now that's how they should be used. That was a perfect match for him, man. Fun to watch. Crazy bumps. Oh yeah, I mean I've heard from a lot of people that they were really stiff. And people didn't like taking the flip bump on the Doomsday device. That's how you bury up-and-coming talent. Them guys ain't up-and-coming, man. This is what talent looks like. Gee, thanks. Look at this man. This is what raw talent looks like. Now, see, this is a rare occasion where ATF Media and I agree 100%, is that he told me that he thought if it was booked properly and Vince got behind the idea, that Hogan could run through a number of people, as you know, in the Rico Suave family, drawing big money with each of them, culminating in a match with Wildfire Tommy Rich managed by Rico, and if Hulk Hogan wins, he gets 5 minutes alone with Rico, and that would be the WrestleMania blow-off, as ATF Media had booked it.
Perhaps the fact that Animal and Hawk have you squarely in their sights. And again, where are your champions?
You know, every time I hear from Animal and Hawk, the only thing I hear about is that they want to get their hands on me. Then I'm the reason why they don't get a title shot. I don't call the title shot. The commission does.
One more time, where is What's Tommy Rich and Greg the Hammer Valentine?
You're supposed to be a reporter. How come you don't know when you come back from Russia defending our belt?
Exactly. They just got back from Russia, but most people feel you sent them to Russia to avoid the
LOD and the Steiners in a shoot? Why in a shoot?
They're not avoiding anybody. They're on vacation. They just defended their title.
Once again, never the loss for words, but never saying very much. Rico Suave, stay with us. We'll be back with more.
Nervous. Do I look nervous?
Yes.
Nail! I'm coming after you, brother. There's just a few minutes.
Oh my God, we're still going on the nails thing?
Once and for all.
Who is
Oh, wow.
calling me now? How would you like to be able to take only the calls you want? I do not want to talk to him. Now, Southwestern Bell gives you call control with
free caller ID unit commercial. Locker room bullies against each other.
Callers in seconds. See who called without leaving a message, or see who called without checking your messages. Even identify annoying or disturbing calls. Caller ID units are bilingual and store your calls. Now you can protect your privacy and save money while doing it with a free connection. You'll even receive a free unit that stores up to 25 calls, a total value of over $58. So if you want call control, I'll call it back later.
Another crank call, mister? Now I have your number.
Ooh, gotcha.
0679 to order caller ID. Get a free connection in your free unit that receives and stores up to 25 calls. Call 1-800-472-0679 now.
If you ever dreamed of owning a Mitsubishi home theater system, now's the time to buy at Midwest and get it totally free.
Don't bring Dutch Mantel into this.
No payment till January 98. That's 14 months free. This beautiful Mitsubishi home theater system features solid oak and veneers with leaded glass door, a hi-fi stereo 4-hit Mitsubishi VCR, a big 32-inch Mitsubishi big screen with stereo
32-inch screen.
Get the entire home theater system for just $14.99. Plus, it's free for 14 months. Get a Christmas gift for the whole family that's free for 14 months, only at Midwest.
Racing. Fighting. Sports. No matter where you want to go, the possibilities are endless. With Nintendo 64.
Let's go, guys. I need to play down here. Hang on, Mike. We're working on something up here.
Try 3 wide rockets. This list won't work. What about a quick play?
Okay, Mike, we're almost there.
He can toe split V out.
Let's take it so long up there. Okay, Mike, here we go. 3 wide, 78, Z out, right cross.
All right, all set. Let's go. Let's go. Good call, guys. Good job.
This, ladies and gentlemen, is where it all began. A tag team championship matchup. Rico Suave's family against Mr. USA Tony Atlas and Koko B. Ware. It all broke loose.
Hey, Tony, how'd you like my carry-out service? Did that cup of coffee get your attention? You got the coffee? Now you're gonna get cream. Get in the ring, punk, because I'm gonna tear you apart as soon as you climb through them ropes.
Well, I think now he's really fired up for this one.
This next contest is the main event. Scheduled for 3 rounds. Introducing first, from Parks Unknown, weighing in at 307 pounds, here is...
All right, sorry, I had to blow my nose directly into my hands. Tastefully, though, off camera. A Dutch man tells, yeah, there was one outside of Oil Trough, Texas. I would much rather see gay IRS than Nails at this point. Well, at least we get to blow this feud off that's been going on for quite a while. I mean, that's something. Oh man, this is going to be what you call a Matt classic. No love lost between these two individuals, Brain. You actually dig the gay IRS dude? He's pretty popular with the chat. What was his name? The ambassador? A gay right to censor? That'd be a great role for Furby. Furby's like real, has some real epic Discord rants about that kind of stuff. I don't know, like, the mindful of the algorithm way to say some of the concepts that the Furby brings up in Discord. What a dick move to do that, to pull him up. He's going to put Tony Atlas over here, whether he likes it or not. That's what's going to happen. God, I can't believe they booked Nails. Oh, there's that unique AWF camera that they hardly ever used. What? Why are they chanting USA? Nails is not from like an overseas prison. He is himself an American citizen.
And now he's in a very
very vengeful state indeed. Well, that's the second time that I've seen Nails pick up Tony Atlas at a one count and not go for the pin. That may come back to haunt him. Absolutely true. I think it was a bit foolish to actually do that. He should have stayed on top.
That weird ass way he has of getting out of the ring, like dropping to his knees. Oh, what a match. Great. Come on, he is American too. It's empowering him as well. It's canceling out. There he goes. Let's go, Tony. Get fired up, buddy. He's a house of fire in here. Look at him go. This is the slowest comeback in history. Oh, my Lord. What a disaster. Get it together, Tony. Remember that old show, Love After Lockup? I remember there was some guy named Tony, and this lady kicked him out of there, kicked him out of her house, and she kept saying, like, "Get the fuck out, Tony. Fuck you. Get the fuck out, Tony." Heels hate hearing it, being reminded of where they're from. That's fair.
Buy Sega Saturn between now and the end of the year, and we'll give you 3 top-selling arcade games free.
Oh man, remember Virtua Cop, Daytona, Tekken? Oh man, that would be a game changer, getting 3 free games.
The Solution doesn't want you to be fooled by imitators. Here, all quality psychics speak for themselves.
I feel like we've seen this one like 50 million times.
Take the freaky racing arcade gameplay. The most authentic sports game.
Oh man, I love that shit.
All on your TV. Play games. Surf the net only on Sega Saturn.
New season of Love After Lockup starts this week. I really like it. I think it's a funny show. I just always think of that lady for some reason screaming at that guy Tony. He was going to the bar. It's been a few years ago, but he was going to. He was meeting up with some. He was going to a bar at night, and then she found out that he had been like talking to one of the waitresses or whatever at the bar, and so she threw him out. I think is what led up to it. Wow, that's a strong statement, Cody Turbo. What's up, Wichita? Welcome to Stone Mountain Carpet. That's where George or Jake the Snake Roberts got his carpeting.
Plus, make no payments, pay no interest for 6 months. We moved a mountain of savings direct to you. Stone Mountain Carpet Mill Outlet, West Kellogg.
By Bigelow.
Save at Midwest today as we celebrate the grand opening of our new Amarillo Superstore at all 25 stores. Folks, you can really clean up on this one. Clean clothes and clean floors. Buy this Whirlpool Super Capacity Washer and Heavy Duty Dryer, both loaded with features for only $6.99. The lowest price ever for this pair. Buy this Whirlpool pair for just $6.99 and get this Eureka Vacuum Cleaner totally free. Yes,
free vacuum.
Heavy Duty Washer and Dryer pair for just $6.99 for the pair. And get this Eureka Vacuum Cleaner totally free. We'll always beat any competitor's price, plus give you a lifetime lowest price guarantee. Save money now and get something free at Midwest. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The war continues. Mr. USA Tony Atlas in the ring with Nails. Nick Carson, Lord Alfred Hayes attempting to call this back alley brawl here. How in the world
Would you ever date a woman that was locked up? Would you ever be like a pen pal with one? It's me. Could love break down even the legal barriers? And not in a not in like a EDP way. Man, the USA chants are very consistent in this match. Do you think they're piped in? It's real. It doesn't seem like the crowd is as into it as it sounds. So you would chat with one, but not date one. Oh my God! Look at this! Come on! Look at this, guys! Unbelievable! Come on! Definitely piped in. If you don't actually look at the crowd and you just focus on the people, like, I forget sometimes. I mean, this is as lively as they've ever been, but I mean, it's still barely moving. This is great wrestling. Be serious, ATF Media. Let me win with a backdrop. Do they all have face tattoos? No. But I would say a higher percentage, yes. But not all. Can you like can you like sponsor one and then they'll send you letters like about how she's doing in prison and stuff like that? Is there a thing like that? You'll just get like an update letter every once in a while as to how things are going. Look at him kicking out on one. What a jerk.
Well, I have to believe that both men are. They have taken one shot after another here. There's a back on the clothesline. And Atlas with a right hand of his own now. There's a small package. This action continues. The feud continues. Tony Atlas and Nails. I'm amazed that the commissioner and President Paul Alperstein were able to keep these two apart the length of time that they have. I figured they were going to meet in a bar, in a parking lot, somewhere. What is happening here? Right now,
There's an Instagram group for that. Next thing, you're sending commissary and waiting on her release date with a camera crew on WeTV. We're live outside the prison. The inmate we've sponsored is about to be released. Yeah, this match was just, I mean, maybe one of the low points in ring wise. Nails is just, what can you do with him? I don't even blame Tony Atlas for this. You know what, Tony? They were booing us. I'm not gonna wrestle the match they want. So this is not going to be the last match in company history. There may be more after this that I just was unable to find. I'll do one last sweep before next week. These two are great. I think somebody might have hit you on your what does Gorilla say? External occipital protuberance. To have you thinking like that. It's so funny whenever the people from Boyd are in here for like streams that are like just regular streams. That always kind of makes me laugh. Watching like terrible 90s wrestling with Vegan Patriot. Well, they're not going to let this go, are they? He should get on the mic and be like, listen, you guys are chanting USA. I'm an American. How do you think that makes me feel? How do you think it makes me feel to see a bunch of low-down, inbred rednecks like this crowd? Like, I just think he needs to stand up for his citizenship.
So hurry. Luck like this just won't last.
Very disrespectful crowd.
Let's go, guys. I need a play down here. Hang on, Mike. We're working on something up here.
Try 3 wide rockets. 6 lifts, it won't work. What about a quick play?
Okay,
oh,
Mike,
man.
Almost there. Come on.
Look at pro split Z out.
What's taking so long up there? Okay, Mike. Here we go. 3 wide, 78, Z out, Y cross. All right, all set. Let's go.
Man, if you had somebody in your friend group that just couldn't understand how to play cornerback, I mean, it was a slaughter.
Who gives you the most authentic sports game? Who gives you a game that lets you fly? And who gives you access to the internet on your TV? Play games, surf the net, only on Sega Saturn.
Well, she shared the first ever primetime stream on her community page. So she's definitely a primetime fan.
Ice Sport, the sense of exhilaration.
Was that Leviathan?
It's here, but it won't last long. Mitsubishi free for 14 months. Have a new Mitsubishi big screen in your home totally free till 1998. No interest, no accrued
Oh,
interest,
man,
no
look at this
payment.
place.
Totally free till 1998. This 35-inch direct view Mitsubishi big screen is loaded
So
with
many
features,
304s
only
working the
$499
sales
and
floor back in
$1998.
those
This
days.
giant 50-inch is Mitsubishi's most popular big screen.
Far
Again,
as
loaded
the
with hot
eye could
features that you
see.
want, just $23.99. Plus, it's free for 14 months. A Christmas gift for the whole family you don't pay for 14 months. Only at Midwest.
Now that's in Wichita and Little Rock. Sniff out a bargain and save some scratch.
When you sniff out a bargain. Go Ruggles. Ruggles has seen carpet.
Oh, the Ruggles
throughout the
cam.
store, like the Saxony plush from DuPont, now just $12.99. And the sculptured Stainmaster, just $13.99. And these Bigelow bargains, sale price is just $8.99.
They would love that cologne.
Ruggles, I guess it's time to go, or it's time to end the commercial. Don't miss our giant scratch and sniff sale. Now at the Carpet One Center.
Oh, come on. Get quit crybabying, Tony. Get moving. Dragging the whole show down. I don't want to come back revisiting this. I want something different. I don't want that lingering around.
Look on his face as he comes out too. They're both very determined. But mostly what I would like to see is a replay.
Oh, great. Now we're going to get a full recap.
Now watch this very carefully. Well, he pushes it, but I, for one, believe he jumped over himself.
Well, I tell you what, it was very close indeed. Looking at it on the replay, I guess the important point to make here is that
well, now we're just seeing clips.
absolutely wanted at each other after the bell had already run.
Are we going to get another? We better get another match. I don't think we are.
Well, I think all those wrestlers could have kept their noses out of the affairs of Atlas and Nail.
Well, I tell you what, somebody had to do something. What a war! And right now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to toss up the dead wrestling. He's
See, it keeps degrading worse and worse and worse and worse as we go. I thought that was Kurt Angle for a second.
Between you and Nails, but it was anything but. You know, said Nails, you can't wrestle by the rules. You can't wrestle like a gentleman. All I want is a rematch. Say what, if we could, Jim Bruntel, our commissioner,
He couldn't be a gentleman.
Amanda Tony wants a rematch. Because we made this clear at the very beginning. There are going to be rules in the AWF, and they're going to be enforced. I know Tony's attitude right now, but you're going to have to abide by the rules. I'm going to deal with you separately. I'm going to tell you right now that both of you are going to be.
We're going to deal with you separately but equally.
You're going to be suspended.
Oh boy, well. Oh boy. Look at Jim Brunzel. Remember they were like, ooh, you better not mess with Jim Brunzel. What's he doing right now? Looking like RFK when that guy passed out in the Oval Office. Jim Brunzel was out of there. Oh, thank God. Here come the job guys. It looks like the tape is about to go like just burn up and run off the reel. Oh man. Well, we got some quality honky tonkin'. It says there's one next week. I'll have to dig again and see if I can find it. If not, though, we'll start UWF next week. We get so many cards and letters. Well, but also George said stay tuned for the new episodes from Orlando, and we never got those either.
You made the right choice with the American Wrestling Federation. So until next week, you're dismissed.
Well, there you go. I think that's it. Let me do another AWF Season 2, Episode 11 would be what it was. Oh, there's just weird. The bad bitches are welcome. Thank you to another episode of AWF The Menu, a real ass podcast about the service industry featuring Talkin' Tina. Do Congo versus Ultimo Wolf. We'll have to watch that one sometime. Yeah, I don't see it on here. I don't see a Season 2, Episode 11, unfortunately. I do want to see this Do Congo versus Ultimo Wolf sometime, though. The Curse of Chris E. Yeah, well, that's what happened to Primetime, right? There was like a beloved trad girl. She got removed off the show, and then things just went off the rails after that. Click on back. I can't. I don't have time. I'm gonna timestamp those two things, though. Anyway, thanks for hanging out for AWF. As far as I know, that's it. That's the end of the episodes. I'll do another little bit deeper dive trying to see what I can find. But otherwise, we're gonna start UWF next week, and that'll be on Tuesday since we'll be back on our normal non-holiday schedule. But thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. And tomorrow we'll return to Primetime with George Durunda starting with episode 1. Friday, Memphis Wrestling. Saturday, season finale of Boyd Watch. I will see you later.